Oh, this. Check. You're live. Your shot is live right now, so just keep it there.
Do we have a, do we have one of these?
Shot.
Shoe to put on that? Because then we can have...
Yeah. Fit Riders.
Are y'all going to be talking soon?
Yeah, you can unmute us if you want.
Okay, I might do that.
All right, cool.
Who am I looking for? I'm sorry. You go look. Okay. So.
You can unmute them.
This is a light.
Yeah, unmute them. So how do we do that? Are they unmuted? What's that? We don't want that.
Okay.
We don't want this though. We don't want this, right? We don't want that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's broadcast of the Heston Swather football game versus the Haven Wildcats. Teams have just thrown the coin toss. Haven has elected to defer. Heston has elected to receive kickoff of the first half.
Stay with Brandon. And
Now to Cole for the keys of the game.
nope, you're the only camera right now. So I can get on if you want me to. Okay. Just stay zoomed out and just kind of follow.
Offensively and defensively, that's definitely something that they're going to want to do tonight. Another one, give their quarterback, Roper, the time to throw the ball. He gets time in the pocket, he will make a good throw 9 times out of 10. And then thirdly is to attempt to limit the success of the Heston receivers. They have size, they have speed, they're athletic on the outside. Watch for that. For Heston, try to contain Roper. He can make some athletic plays when he's outside of the pocket. Wrap up on tackles and to try to get their run game going so that they're able to lead that into the passing game.
Couldn't agree more, Cole. I think we're in for a really great game tonight. It's going to be really good. Off the kickoff right now. We got Brady Cox, deep return for the Heston, and
Jaden Medina.
Jaden Medina, also receiver for Heston.
Swather's offense is led by Ryan Allard at quarterback with a strong group of receivers.
For Brady Cox. Just over Brady's hands, incomplete.
That sets up a 2nd and 10 for the Swathers from about the 31-yard line.
Brady had a step on the receiver, so a little bit better throw, and that could have been a really big play right out of the gate for the Swathers.
Brady showing and Max Warner playing outside receiver for the Swathers, and Brady Cox and Ben Bollinger playing the slot. And Arnold in the backfield.
Read option right.
Nice little mid-line read option.
That may have been the wrong read from Eilert there. It seemed that the Wildcats
Big
were.
man, Navarro, senior for the Wildcats, coming in at 6'3", 300 pounds.
Ryan Eilert is the punter for the Swathers, so he could punt out of this weird pistol formation. Swathers will take an early punt.
Coach Bowerly seems to want some time to think this over.
Obviously not how the Swathers work in this game.
I think they were feeling really good after that 9-yard carry on Eilert. They tried
Swathers are in punt formation, but with Ryan Eilert as the punter, they have been known to run fake punts.
Yeah, he runs about 5 yards forward before he punts the ball. Okay, never quite know if he's going to run it or punt it.
Back to receive is Roper.
Almost blocked.
And
Probably not even midfield. Not that great of a first drive, really. Kind of expected probably a lot more out of that. But okay, nonetheless,
just
You see Haven's massive O-line.
very big.
at quarter.
They actually converted to a spread last year for the first year.
Stop running that wishbone.
They ran a very weird offense previous to that. Roper back as the quarterback for the Wildcats.
Roper takes the snap, and it's a handoff right. Running back cuts into the middle, and it's tackled by about 5 different Swathers. So Dalton Taylor is the ball carry on the tackle.
About a 4-yard gain for the Wildcats there.
Nathan Schmidt on the carry for the Wildcats. Haven also running sort of up-tempo offense. Another handoff to Nathan Schmidt. He is met immediately at the line of scrimmage by Brady Cox. Great play there by Brady, shooting up there through the gap. No gain on the play. He's up about 3rd and 5.
Screen pass goes for no gain. Out to number 7.
Great play there by Jaden Medina on the outside edge. Stop ball there. Another no gain play. Brings up about 4th and 5 for the Haven Wildcats.
No surprise there. Going for Skylar Singleton on Haven tonight. Very talented wide receiver. But that one was bottled up by the Swathers. Played pretty well.
Speaking of Skylar Shingleton, he is back to punt here for the Wildcats. Brady Cox is back to return for the Swathers.
Oh, the punt is blocked by Ben Bollinger, and it'll take a Haven roll. So not too costly for the Wildcats.
No, it was a great play there by Ben Bollinger. Helps that he's 6'4", right? 6'5".
6'3"
6'3". Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
on a good day.
We're talking regular measurement, not Greg Raleigh measurements.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's about what, 2 inches, right? That's always great.
The Swathers will take over at about the 28-yard line. Looking to get the momentum on their side as they start their second possession here.
Talking with Hesston's coach Tyson Boundary before the game, he said that he wanted to stretch the field horizontally early because Haven has a good amount of size, obviously, up front, but they don't have a lot of speed. Hoping to set up some early shots for the first half. Brady Cox in motion.
Handoff is to Brady Cox on the jet sweep. He goes around that left edge. He bounces outside the first defender. Breaks the tackle and should have enough to swap the first down.
It's called solving life problems on the line.
First down, 10-yard gain there by Brady Cox. First down for the Swathers. Great run there. Great. Brady's another one of those very shifty guys. Not easy to bring down. Swathers already back to the line again. Eiler takes the snap, turns right, throws right. Brady shilling out there on the edge for about another 8-yard gain. 2 good chunks of yards there for the Swathers.
It's been interesting to see thus far how the coaches wearing masks have influenced the communication on the field.
Hey, they're saying our mic isn't
Our mic
on.
isn't on.
Talk.
I've heard it from 3 people now.
Say something?
Speak.
I can hear you.
You want to turn it up?
Yeah.
Because I can't hear anything out of. Is this headset on?
Okay, I'll turn it up.
Hello.
You guys are.
Here, speak, Lucas.
Huh? Jackson? Can you hear me?
Maybe this headset's not on.
Maybe you. Well, how about you speak into your microphone and see if you can hear in the headset?
I can hear you guys.
Nick Arnold picks up the first down on the 3rd and 1 play. All the way down to the 39 of the Haven Wildcats territory.
They say they can only hear Jackson.
I turned you guys both up, so I'm just gonna check.
Would you, T, can you figure out, turn that mic on, or turn that headset on so we can at least hear ourselves? Ryan Eiler looking deep. Puts a little bit too much air on the ball. He did have his wide receiver open there.
Cool, can you say something?
We can hear Teague in Jackson's microphone.
It's a 2nd and 10 for the Swathers.
So you can pick us up.
Are you listening to it? Just come over. Move your seat over here.
Is the capture card? Well, no, it's not. It's all wired. It shouldn't have a problem with
Swathers are facing a 3rd and 5 from the 34-yard line here. And, punch in their punch in a touchdown on the 2nd possession of the game. Quick screen pass out to Brady. He's got some room. Oh, he managed to crawl first forward.
And there's
So it looks to be 4th and inches.
There's Mr. Bowers' idea of spreading the field horizontally.
That was a great second effort by Brady. I didn't think he was going to get it on the first try. So this looks like it's going to be about 4th and 1.
Timeout on the field, Haven.
Check. Yeah, we're good now.
Haven struggled with consistency last year. They started their first 4 games 2-2, then 4 consecutive blowout losses to pretty solid teams, and then they ended the season with wins over Trinity Academy and Chapman, trying to learn the ins and outs of their new spread offense.
It also helps to have a good experience. I assume Darby Roper was their quarterback last year as well.
Yes, Roper has been their quarterback for the last 3 years, earning all league mentions every year.
See if they can try to expand on the limited amount of success that they had last year.
Yeah, I wonder what the Swathers' approach to this 4th and 1 is going to be, because I don't think running between the tackles is going to work quite as well against this Haven defense as it would other defenses, because they are big up front. So I wonder if they're going to try and get outside or try and run a quick pass play to catch them off guard. But
Possibly look for a trick play too. You never know here.
coming out of the timeout, you never quite know what a coach could do.
Coach Bowerly really likes to draw opposing teams off sides.
Eilert takes the snap. It's quarterback draw. He's got the outside, and he has the first down by a lot.
And he's dragging defenders with him.
That's a 15-yard gain for Ryan Eilert on 4th and 1. Great play design there by Coach Bowerly. He just had Ben Bollinger on the outside run a fly, draw that cornerback away, and it was just Ryan Eilert versus the defensive end. And Ryan Eilert's very quick. He could beat him any day. Eilert takes a snap again. It's a read, throws it up to the end zone for Brady Cox, and it is just too high for Brady.
If that's on the money, that might be a touchdown.
It was a good play design there. I mean, if it was any one of the other receivers who's like, all 6'3" or taller. There we go. Didn't want to insult your guys' height again. 'Cause I know you guys are all taller than them.
Sometimes I ask really stupid.
Tyler takes snap again, looks left, rolls right, and he is brought down in the backfield by that's not Darby Roper, that's Skylar Shingleton.
Outside linebacker for the Wildcats.
He's quick.
Very athletic. He actually played safety last year, so converted to the outside linebacker for Haven. They switched their front from a 3-4 to a 4-3, so they play with 4 D linemen this year instead of 3, and 3 linebackers.
Brady Cox in motion, working from left to right. Ryan Eilert looks left, throws left, hook and lateral. Nick Arnold's got the edge, and he looks like he got a first down to about the 10-yard line.
And there's that trick play.
Yeah,
didn't
there
come
it
on the
was.
4th down.
3-yard line?
Came on the
Holy
3rd
cow,
and 17
depth
play.
perception is not well from over here.
That's a classic play. The Swathers have been running for quite a while. That's probably their number 1 trick play there.
Trick play. Nick Arnold on the handoff to the right. Stop short of the line. They're on the 2-yard line. Holy cow.
Little inside zone didn't really work out there. Just size of Haven is a lot to deal with.
Haven brings in another big lineman to get into their goal line package.
Because, I mean, Swathers have a relatively small line, too, averaging just around 210 pounds or so. So that's one disadvantage that they're going to have to deal with this season.
Nick Arnold on the swing pass. Great block on the edge by Brady Cox. And that should be a touchdown for the Swathers. Nick Arnold on the pass from Ryan Eilert.
We want to apologize to all you viewers up there. Our technical difficulties with our new equipment has relegated us to only a few camera angles. We're sorry for that.
Yeah, it's all really new. First time we've ever done this, so.
Doesn't help that we had all 2 days to set up for it.
Yep.
Hand off to
Nick Arnold. See if he can power his way in, and
I have no clue.
he does not.
So pushed out of bounds before he crossed the line.
Nonetheless, a touchdown for the Swathers. Take a 6-0 lead with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
The relatively inexperienced backfield of the Swathers really driving them on that drive, getting them down to the 3-yard line, and then able to punch it in there.
Sure, this is Ryan Eilert's first game playing quarterback. So
played a little last year, but not the starting role.
He was the 3rd string last year because Brady was the backup.
Uh-huh.
I remember he played in a few games, but not a lot. But
Nick's older brother Max was the halfback for the Swathers last year, but they mixed in enough that Nick is not totally new to the position.
And Brady Cox, this is his 3rd year playing wide receiver, or starting wide receiver for the Swathers.
Same with Ben Bollinger.
Surprised I haven't seen Max Werner out there more. I mean, he was a very key part of the Swathers receiving core before he went down with his arm injury last year late in the season.
Kicking for the Swathers seems to be number 56, Cody Wolgamuth.
Cody. He's always had a big leg.
He truly is the only kicker, offensive guard, and shortstop that I have ever met.
He's the utility man.
He's a very, very small offensive lineman.
Quite a combination.
Can't wait. Weighing in at only 180 pounds. That's one of the smallest offensive linemen I've ever heard of.
A short kickoff.
Fielded by Shingleton.
Oh, bring it to the outside. Stopped around the 27-yard line.
Speed of Shingleton almost got him to the outside, but he was corralled there.
Assistant to the manager. Everything's going good.
Yeah, that's mine.
Please.
Might now under the table.
Haven's offense will take the field again.
Do I need to teach people how to balance a gimbal?
Will Haven be able to answer Heston's second possession touchdown?
Who's teaching the gimbal?
Both teams had pretty disappointing first drives, but looks like this one's starting out better for the Haven Wildcats. A 5-yard pass from Darby Roper on first down.
The short dump off to Hunter Galloway goes for about 8 yards.
Oh, 8 yards. Haven't seen many explosive plays yet. Still early on in the game, but I mean, the longest play so far has been 16 yards. So
The Wildcats really seem to be working the short pass game, trying to use their line to their advantage.
Darby Roper,
The read
on
option.
the fake handoff. Roll outside for no gain. Brings up about 3rd and 2.
Haven tends to run inside zone, zone reads, and the QB/HB power quite often. So look for one of those 3 plays here on 3rd and short.
I'd be surprised if they didn't run it between the tackles here with how big their line is.
And there's that inside
yeah,
zone.
And it was absolutely stuffed by Brady Cox once again getting into the backfield. And Owen O'Halloran also there for the stop. Great stop for the Swathers. Brings up negative 2 yards on the play, so brings up about 4th and 4 for the Haven Wildcats.
They really have to make a decision here. Do they give the ball back to Heston with the momentum already on their side, or do they decide to go for it here?
Looks like they're going to go for it. I expect they try and draw us off sides first, and then that's the coach will decide whether or not to run the play or call timeout.
Looks like they shifted into the punting formation.
Yeah.
Coach trusts their defense.
Almost blocked by Ben Bollinger again.
Brady loses that one.
That ball will roll down to about the 9-yard line.
Beautiful punt there by Shingleton. I almost said Shingletary. But
Well, about a 50-yard punt there from Shingleton.
that's a pretty impressive punt there. A couple of disappointing drives, 2 straight 3-and-outs for the Haven Wildcats. Let's hope they could figure out how to get their offense rolling, or this could be a long night for them.
Also on the D-line for Haven is senior Seth Kosman. He is 6'6", 285, so just another one of those large men for the Haven Wildcats. And also Trayton Yoder and Gage Doolin.
Dominic still plays.
With 3:42 left in the first quarter, Heston will take over on their own 8-yard line, looking to march down the field and score their second touchdown of the game.
I'd really like to see Bowerly take a shot here. I mean, you're pinned deep. Your receivers have been beating them on the outside pretty easily. So
You have
let's see
Brady
if
Schilling matched up on the outside with a
Tyrone Taylor gets the halfback sweep. He's around the edge and gets trucked. And that was a big hit there by the Haven linebacker. Gain of about 2 on the play. Tyrone, a sophomore for the Swathers. Very fast. He's very fun to watch when he plays baseball when he runs the bases. That's quite impressive.
You got to think Bowerly will be looking to take shots pretty often, as the receivers has a large height advantage over the Wildcats.
And it looks like we're going to get a neutral infraction here on Tyler Rogers. That's tough.
makes it 2nd and 3 for the Swathers.
Really good hard count there by Ryan Eilert. So you got Ben Bollinger and Max Werner spread out wide left with Brady and Braden Schilling out right. Turns a throw right, but Ryan Eilert couldn't quite get a grip on the ball. Still threw a pass over the middle. A little bit of a dangerous pass there on the run with Braden Schilling moving towards the middle of the field where the linebackers were positioned, but falls incomplete and stays out of harm's way. So
I think Eilert was supposed to throw that right out of the snap, but the ball seemed to slip in his hands. He couldn't get a grip on it.
That was very nearly a hospital pass there. If Schilling would have held on to that one.
Eiler draws back, looks left, and throws the ball pretty much into the ground at the feet of Ben Bollinger. Looks like the offense is still on the field. I'm guessing they would punt here, pinned deep in their own territory, 4th and 4. And here comes the punt team for the Swathers. Ryan Eiler looking for a better second punt after the first punt traveled about 20 yards or so.
Roper back again to receive the punt for the Wildcats.
That was a high, booming kick there by Ryan Eilert.
Oh, that was
muffed by Darby Roper, and it is recovered by, who is that? Jaden Medina for the Swathers.
No, that was Brady.
Oh, it was Brady?
Yeah, number 2.
Oh, it looked like number 1.
That's a big shift in momentum.
Yeah, it is. That is. The Haven defense came up big there. They finally got the stop they were wanting, going to get it back, and then, the captain for Haven just makes a costly mistake. Tried to run backwards and catch the ball off a punt. That's just never an easy thing to do.
Obviously not what they wanted to happen there.
No, definitely not.
Swathers will take over on Haven's 41-yard line with new life, as they say.
Eiler drops back, has Schilling over the middle, and overthrows him. Tough. Beautiful route there by Braden Schilling. Absolutely made burnt toast out of that cornerback. Had him by about 3 yards, but throw was just a bit too high for him.
Eiler just maybe a little nervous. Been just a bit off on a couple throws here tonight. First game of the season there. Yeah. It's understandable.
That's okay. He's had only one completion, passed about 2 yards off the line of scrimmage, but I'm sure that number will get a little bit higher as we go along in this game. Drops back, looks left again.
Oh, tipped and caught. Wow.
Wow, what a catch. I don't think was that Ben?
Yeah.
They look too short to be Ben.
Great concentration there.
Max Werner. Max Werner was the one with the catch for about 10-yard throw there by Ryan Eiler. Great concentration there by Max. Was tipped by the defender, and he still managed to catch it. Takes a snap, throws left to Ben Bollinger, who just pushed out of bounds after about a gain of 6 or 7.
The Wildcats corners seem to be playing far enough off the line of scrimmage that the Swathers are getting the free 3 yards about every time they throw the ball out to the flats.
The screen game is definitely there for the Swathers tonight.
Which means we'll probably have to send the whole thing.
Eventually the Wildcats are going to have to adjust and play their corners up closer to the line.
Everything they kind of had in there.
Eiler drops back again, throws the screen pass, tipped up in the air and almost intercepted by Darby Roper. Great play.
D-line stream, has one hand on the ball.
Great play there by the defensive line of Haven. Get up there and knock that pass down.
Third and 6 from the Swathers on the 17-yard line.
Nick Arnold moves into the shotgun, goes left, read option, and Ryan Eilert keeps it and runs into about 6 different Haven Wildcats. The Swathers, I haven't seen them run to the wide side of the field yet. It seems they're working the short side of the field more often. The amount of speed they have, I don't quite understand that fully, but
Going back to that batted pass, that's what the D-line coach teaches them. If you can get pressure on the quarterback, just get your hand up and hope that you can knock that ball down.
Looks like we're going to false start here on the Swathers. I don't know who, but probably a good thing because the snap was into the middle of Brady Cox's back, so that would have been terrible. So moves it back to 4th and 9 for the Swathers from now the 21-yard line. Eilert drops back to pass, is looking right, throws it up for Braden Schilling, and that pass is going to be
Yeah, based on the reaction from the crowd, I'm going to guess that one is incomplete.
There's about 100 people between us and where Braden Schilling attempted to catch that ball, so sorry about that.
We're viewing the game, so the Haven side of the football field is hard for us to see. Most of the action thus far tonight has been on that side of the field.
Just how the Heston coaches wanted it to be.
Nah, it's tough.
Haven takes over 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line with a minute and 16 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Roper in the shotgun. Looks left, throws left. Is a little bit high there. And that pass falls incomplete over the head of Riley Loop.
Both quarterbacks have struggled to make their passes on target.
First game jitters. I mean, it's been a while. Just glad we're back, though. No, pretty big crowd here for the Swathers tonight.
All practicing social distance
Of
policy.
course.
Any CBC state people are watching.
Oh! Big hit there delivered by Owen O'Halloran as he filled the hole that Schmidt was trying to run through.
That's what the Madden players refer to as a hit stick.
Hit stick. Love to see it.
3rd and 9 for the Haven Wildcats.
See if the Swathers can't come up with a third straight 3 and out here. Haven's got Shingleton spread out left, 2 wide receivers right, Roper in the shotgun next to Schmidt. Roper takes a snap, bobbles the snap. It's a read option. He runs left. He gets a few yards before he's met there on the edge by Ben Bollinger. A gain of about 4 on the play. It's about 5. Brings up about 4th and 2.
I think Haven's going to let the clock run down to the first quarter to think over this decision.
That's a big decision here. I mean, Swathers offense, they've moved the ball, but they haven't moved it great. So if you don't get it here, then, I mean, the chance of a stop is still pretty high, but I don't know if I'd take that risk at the 29-yard line. I mean, Shingleton did have a 50-yard punt his last punt, so.
Cole, what does Haven need to do to get their offense going and pick up their first down of the game here?
I think they really need to ride their big O-linemen, try to get some running going in between tackles. If they do that, and that'll obviously lead into the passing game. Other than that, just try to get Roper out of the pocket on the pass a little more, try to create a little bit, as he likes to do. Try to get Shingleton involved, try to get those big wide receivers involved.
Yeah, so far for the Wildcats, they're yet to have a completion over 5 yards. So they got to get those wide receivers out, get them in space, and let Darby Roper be the quarterback that he is. I mean, hopefully spread the Swathers out, get him out of the pocket, and if they're running those deep routes, he has more room to run.
Obviously going against the cover 4 defensive Heston, you like to settle for those short routes, but you got to take a shot now and then.
Heston is prepared to go against the spread offense as that's the only offense they've been practicing against thus far this season.
Yeah, as soon as we see the wishbone, that's when we struggle against that. The good old triple option.
Gotta love it. High school football at its finest.
How many teams in our league run that?
I don't know,
Nickerson does.
Very exciting football, wouldn't you say, boys?
It's just
I would say.
ground and pound.
But hey, if it gets the job done.
It gets the job done.
So going into the second quarter, scores Heston 6, Haven 0.
Do we have a scoreboard up on the live stream?
I have no clue.
Nope. So yeah, 6-0.
Battle of field position right now, really.
Haven Wildcats facing a long 4th and 2. Probably closer to 4th and 3. It's hard to tell from here. We need that little yellow line on the field. It'd be a lot nicer. I'm excited for NFL football to be back, though. 5 more days.
Hopefully the Chiefs can start the season with just smacking the Texans.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Shingleton is back to punt the ball. Coach Thalman is really trusting in his defense here to get a stop and flip the field for the Wildcats.
See if Ben Bollinger can get another block here. Oh, they almost got him.
Getting a little antsy there after the success they had earlier.
They went with the hard count.
Oh. No penalty called.
No flag.
Maybe a little questionable there.
Yeah, just a little bit there by Dalton Carey. Came a little bit close to running. Yeah. If he would have hit him any harder, I think it would have been. I think could have been running into the kicker, but
he played it off pretty. He played it off pretty well.
He did. He kind of gave him a hug as he took him to the ground, patted him on the head as he hopped up. Shingleton didn't look too happy there wasn't a flag, but
kind of like how the NFL is expecting their guys to sack the quarterback the last couple of years. Clay Matthews especially.
Yeah, I know. I've seen there have been some questionable roughing the passer calls.
I mean, you just gotta lay him down on the field, give him a pillow and a blanket. I don't know what else they can do.
I know. Eilert takes the snap, throws left to Braden Schilling. Great block on the edge there by Max Werner. Throws off 2 defenders, and still trucking, and picks up 11 on the play, and will be a Swather first down.
Bollinger pulled a Derrick Henry stiff arm there.
And he is slow to get up. He's up now, hobbling a little bit. In the words of some wise man, just walk it off. You'll be okay. Ooh.
He did just absolutely sun that Haven Wildcat player.
He did.
Picks up a 1st and 10 for the Swathers.
Swathers got trips right. Ryan looks that way, throws that way to Schilling on the edge again.
Same play. And he picks up
another 9 yards.
These quick screens are really working for the Swathers.
I mean, it's just, and the skill players aren't getting worked too hard. The line's not getting worked too hard. I mean, it's great for everyone.
You're just taking what you can get, really.
Exactly.
Haven's going to have to adjust and put their secondary close.
You're going to have to start playing some press coverage. And they're calling a timeout now to probably discuss that.
Roper playing the slot receiver on the strong side is playing almost 10 yards off the ball.
Yeah. Looking like K-State out here. Yeah, I'm guessing pretty soon here they'll adjust back into press coverage. But till then, I'm guessing Bowerly's just going to keep running these, 1-yard screen passes. And I mean, if you're not met until you're 5 yards downfield, what's the point of not running that? Like, you should run it every play.
No reason not to. Gives Ryan Eilert some confidence in making those longer throws.
Yeah, Ben had that first down last play and then 9 yards. That just sets up, you can do pretty much anything you want to on 2nd and 1 now.
I know. Ryan Eilert's completed his last 4 passes, so it's got to be a confidence booster there. Hopefully here on 2nd and 1 we could see a shot taken by the Swathers. I mean, you have 2 more downs to get it, so.
They throw a jump ball to Braden Schilling, let the receiver make a play.
Mm-hmm.
Schilling is getting guarded by a defender about a
foot shorter than he is.
5'10".
Yeah.
Both teams have played pretty clean football other than the muffed punt by Roper in the first quarter.
A couple false start penalties here and there.
Got trips left for the Swathers. Looks like 1 receiver right. Looks to be Ben Bollinger, who's one-on-one with Darby Roper there on the edge. Ryan Eilert looks right, pump fake, throws deep right here in front of us to Max Werner, and it's just a bit too far. Great effort there by Max to get to the ball, but it was just over him.
He may have been held off the line of scrimmage. I
think he was.
He struggled to get off.
Little fade action, not quite able to complete it.
Chad Hill was back in coverage for the Wildcats.
Jake Proctor out there actually receiving right now. I think Ben is still on the sideline, shaking up after that one run.
Yeah. Ryan Eilert, the single backfield. Pass across the middle to Max Werner, and it is caught for a gain of about 10 yards. Great route. I mean, not great route, but I mean, they're still giving him 10 yards of cushion, so run that little 3-yard slant over the middle, and that's worked like a charm.
The Swathers have started really going to the trips on the strong side of the field as they're giving the middle receiver tons of space.
Yeah, and they're only, Darby Roper is 10 yards off the ball, playing strong safety.
Trips out to the strong side. Arnold runs out of room for no gain.
Tyrone enters the game at running back for the Swathers.
the Swathers really do have a stable of wide receivers. Currently, they have Jake Proctor and Cole Diller out on the field. Diller runs in motion.
Gets the sweep. Oh, he's got the edge. Oh, great move there by Colton Diller, and he is in for the touchdown. Colton Diller,
that might be his first varsity touchdown.
Yeah, he's only 5'8", 150 sophomore, and he showed off his quickness and a beautiful juke move there on the outside to move upfield and get past those defenders for the touchdown.
Not many people can take their first touch for a score.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Beautifully done there by Colton Diller. Great blocking by the Swathers. Brady in motion left.
Quick slant.
Pass is caught. Good to see him
Apparently he is
back
okay.
again. I saw him running up and down the sideline, so I can only assume.
Looks to be working out that right leg.
14-0 with 10:34 left in the second quarter.
Beautifully put together drive there by the Swathers. I think they had one third down the entire drive. They only ran the ball twice in the 60-yard drive, so obviously Ryan Eilert's getting a little bit more comfortable back there at the quarterback position. And just a beautiful play by Colton Diller to top it all off.
But really, right now, I hate to sound too cliche, but they're really just taking what the Wildcats are giving them. I mean, the quick screens, the jet sweeps, just spreading them out horizontally like Coach Bally was talking about before the game.
Cody Wolgemuth on to kick for the Swathers. Yeah, I think the Swathers so far we've seen 7 different wide receivers for the Swathers.
Very deep in that position.
Back for the Wildcats. Number 22, Cody. Number 16, Chadwell. Number 6, Carter Ryder. You don't see many teams without 3 men back to kickoff.
Cody Wolgemuth kicks it left over there.
That's Coop Ryder there.
Coop Ryder, and he is...
Oh,
jeez. That dude just body slammed Tyrone after the play, but
57, Trayton Yoder.
that is
Tyrone Taylor.
That's just that was a little bit of a cheap shot there, but I mean the head judge there was looking right at him, but guess he thought it was still during the play a little bit maybe, but dang, that's it.
In the words of a great man, Roger Trimmel, play on.
Fun fact about number 57, Trayton Yoder, he has previously been a catcher on one of my baseball teams.
Thank you for that fun fact, Jackson. Appreciate that. Darby Roper takes a snap, looks left, throws that way to Shingleton, and he is wrapped up after about a gain of 6 yards.
There's that dynamic duo for like the second or third time tonight.
I don't think he's completed a pass to anybody else.
See if that pass can start that Haven offense up again.
It looks like the Swathers are showing a little bit of that not press coverage. I cannot think of the word currently. But they're not up to the line of scrimmage. It looks like, they're pretty far back. They're at least 5-6 yards off the line.
The Swathers are playing with...
They're in the cover 0 look right now.
Yeah.
3 down linemen.
Haven has trips right.
Blitz.
Oh, yeah. Way to finish the tackle. Ben Bollinger had him wrapped up. Looked like he was going to bring him down, and Brady just came in and waylaid the kid. That's always been Brady's style of play, though. He's the aggressive type. Never liked him.
2 for the Wildcats here. Will they convert their first 3rd down and...
So far, 3 3-and-outs, no first downs for the Haven Wildcats.
Got to get something going before it's too late. Obviously, there's a lot of game time left, but you got to get a rhythm going at some point.
He looks left, throws that way at Shingleton, makes a move, and gets about a gain of 9 yards. First down on the play. First down of the game for the Haven Wildcats.
Wildcats managed to cross into Heston territory for the first time tonight.
Looks like they've taken the same approach to their their passing game as the Swathers have. If the Swathers aren't going to guard them close, then they'll just run those short little routes and get as many yards as they can.
Both teams with the base cover 4 defense, so that'll leave the short routes open.
You know,
Continue to have one wide receiver on the strong side of the field and 2 on the read.
a read option
Oh,
pass.
wide
and he is
open.
Schmidt is wide open. There was nobody within 10 yards of him. Makes one move, and that is a touchdown for the Wildcats. Blown play there for the Swathers. Good recognition by Darby Roper to find Schmidt there in the open, but that is, if you're Doug Broadfoot, you are not happy with your defense on that play.
I imagine he is saying some words that we could never repeat here on the broadcast right about now.
Seemed to be a blown coverage. Roper evaded the first tackler that got into the backfield and lofted one up for Schmidt. And
Yeah, Schmidt just
all she
slipped.
wrote.
Schmidt was the one that they ran the read option left, and Schmidt was the one that he faked the handoff to. He evaded one defender and then threw it up to him, and that, I guess, well, if there's trips, then I guess that's probably not the safeties.
Oh my. Good effort there.
Yeah,
Unable to play it though.
2-point conversion attempt pass to Shingleton is incomplete, and coverage there for the Swathers was Jade Medina.
That was too short of a receiver for the jump ball.
Yeah.
That Roper threw.
He did have the height advantage over Jade Medina, but just probably not the greatestly drawn up 2-point conversion play that I've ever seen.
Even looking to bring some energy back into this game over there on the sideline.
Maybe it's just COVID, but it's much easier to hear the players and coaches on the field.
Yeah, that is true.
Sometimes good, sometimes not so good.
The case for Heston's defensive coordinator, Doug Broadfoot, I'm going to go not good.
What a guy though.
I love Doug Broadfoot.
Doug the Bug.
Doug the Bug.
Currently the president of the Heston High School student body.
Student faculty.
Yeah, student faculty president.
Technically, Joey and Drew Heber were elected super president.
Our very own Jackson Humphreys
don't
is
know
now.
Unfortunately, I'm only seeing class officer and Ben Bollinger, number 16 on the field.
It's tough.
It was a very close election, but
It was close.
How close we talking?
Yeah, I realize is that a
7
classified
votes.
7 votes. Wow, that is a
That's like 20% here.
wow.
They've been getting wild over there
yeah,
in
they
the
are.
student
Oh,
section.
jeez. That was a nice kick there.
Squib kick almost goes out of bounds.
And it does go out of bounds.
It looks like it go out of bounds.
I saw the flag fly.
That is unfortunate.
Smart decision by the Heston returners to let that ball go out of bounds.
That'll put them set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, there it is.
35? Okay.
35, that ain't perfect.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was,
And this
That
league
must have
just
been
kicking out of bounds every
changed.
time.
honestly,
Like,
unless you got a good kicker.
yeah, I know. Like Brady, I mean, his return was like on the first kick. His return was, I mean, it was pretty good, and it only got him. It got him out to the 35-yard line. Like, might as well just not even risk it.
The chance to break it.
Yeah, I know.
Or even just set up with better field position. Surprised that's something that hasn't been exploited yet. Granted, we're like a quarter and a half into the first game of the season.
But
So,
8:43 left to go in the second quarter. The Swathers set up shop on their own 35. Punching their third touchdown of the game.
Brady comes in motion. Oh, pass over the middle to Max Werner, and he's got some open field spin move. Oh man, what a play by Max Werner. Caught the pass mid, one-man miss. Got spin move for at least a 30-yard gain. Probably more than that.
Quite a spin move to dust the man in wide open space.
35 yards.
35-yard pass from Ryan Eiler to Max Werner. I mean, he made Chad Hill look silly. Like,
The start of the
Tough.
game, we were short passes, but as the game has went on, we've really seen some explosive plays.
looks like we got twins left and right again. Ryan Eiler in the shotgun. Takes the snap.
The screen pass to Ben
Ben
Bollinger.
Bollinger. Oh. Was able to evade one tackle, but not the second one. Tackle was made by, is that Shingleton that's on the ground there? Looks like
cramping up a
Shingleton.
little bit.
Shingleton's cramping up. Pretty common thing.
Especially for the first game of the season. Gotta have the pickle juice ready.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna grab some water.
Bye, Jackson. Oh, there's water right there. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, guess we're on injury break here for a while. Looks like they're just stretching him out. Chad Hill. Oh, and now he's getting up and running off the field.
I definitely just cramped up a little bit there. We'll have to come off the field for a
something in our
play.
second quarter. We're going to do a couple birthday shout-outs for cheerleaders and football players. Today, we have two. Tegan Lang, the right tackle for the Swathers, also known from his commercial Lang & Associates Insurance. And Bryn Johnston, who's a junior cheerleader. And I couldn't get her mom to tell me anything funny story, but that's okay.
And yeah,
Tegan, a pretty lovable character.
yeah, he is. Drives a nice car. Everybody loves lemonade.
Shingleton got up okay, it seems.
We're still on break though.
Now with the athletic trainer, it seems to be walking off whatever brand he got.
It's not that hot out though. Cramps do occur more often in the heat, but we had a beautiful night here for football.
Absolutely wonderful.
Alright, it's not.
It was pretty hot early in the day, but it cooled off a little bit heading into the evening.
Yeah, it's down to 66 degrees here.
What a beautiful night.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, gotta love the fall weather.
Can't admit I was sweating a little bit earlier, but not anymore. It's pretty nice now.
Swathers are also missing one of their core wide receivers in Drayton Esau. Out with a precautionary COVID quarantine. He's on the sideline because he didn't get enough practices and be able to play tonight. He's a big part of the Swathers offense when he's able to play.
Tyler takes the snap, and it's a give to Nick Arnold up the middle for about 2 yards. Swathers' run game really has not gotten going much this evening.
It's been those short, quick passes that have really provided most of the bulk of the yards tonight for the offense.
They seem to be doing the run just to mix up the looks that they're giving the Wildcat defense. It's been working this far. Snap it down on the ground. Eilert picks it up, rolls out to his right.
Delivers a pass, caught up by Matt.
One in the middle. He picks up the first down.
Great job by
Scramble by Ryan Eilert there to pick up the ball off the ground and make a really good pass to Mansell and pick up the first down.
Good composure there.
I know, really great job. You know. A lot of quarterbacks in that scenario would just freak and throw the ball out of bounds, but that was really good job by Ryan.
Especially a quarterback who's starting in his first ever game.
Swing pass to Brady Cox, and he is tackled by Darby Roper at the 10-yard line. Gain of about 5 yards, brings up 2nd and 5 from the 10.
I believe that was Darby Roper in there on the tackle.
Swathers are looking to punch in their third touchdown of the game. 7 minutes to go. That's going to be another false start.
Looks like Cody Wolgamuth backed up.
Another thing I talked to Coach Byerly about before the game was really limiting mistakes. Don't let one mistake turn into 2 or 3. That's an example of one of those mistakes he was talking about. See if that'll cost him here.
It was really nice to hear. You could hear all the players from the sideline saying, hey, you're good, Cody, you're good. Don't worry about it. But that's really great to have your teammates picking you up there. Pass over the middle. It's caught again by Max Werner. It's the 3rd straight time his number's been called.
It's a scary play for a wide receiver. You have to jump up in the middle of the field with a 240-pound middle linebacker. That is a scary proposition for a smaller wide receiver.
And that's Haven's most physical defensive player by far, Keaton Loop. Definitely gets things going, provides some energy to that defense.
Ryan Eilert on the sweep to the left. Lots of defenders there. And he still manages to find the end zone. Tiptoed down the sideline through about 6 different Haven defenders and was able to put it in the end zone.
Looks like a piece of his jersey actually got torn off on that play.
Yeah, it's right. Is it right there in the grass? Mm-hmm. Oh, jeez. That's tough. He'll get over it. We're seeing great play here from Ryan Eilert in his first ever game at quarterback. He's shown some.
Started off slow, but he has really gone into a rhythm here. 2-point conversion attempt.
Sweep to Brady on the left side. Just one-man miss. Plows into a man, and
Roper was able to push him back right from the 1-yard line. Cox
Dalton Carey just falling on Brady there at the end of the play. Trying to add something to the play.
Touchdown now makes the score 20-6 Swathers. 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here before halftime. If Haven's hoping to be able to score and hold the Swathers, and they get the ball to start the second half, so hopefully they can cut this deficit to smaller than what it currently is by the time we reach halftime.
With both teams passing the ball, Haven does have a chance to have 2 more possessions. This game is mostly clock stop the time with most of it.
Yeah, there has not been a lot of running the football in this game at all. Or 2 years ago, most all of Hesston's offense was running the ball through Parker, but kind of made a lot of sense. But
yeah, when you have
Colin, can you turn us up a little bit?
When you have a running back of that caliber,
thank you.
Pretty easy to just kind of rely on them.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Author student section has seemed to provide one of the biggest traditions of the student section, and not doing the slate class.
Yeah, I know.
I'll have to go remind him of that real quick.
Okay, Jackson. Thank you for that.
Jackson always stirring the pot.
Yeah, I know. He walked right over there and was immediately, hey, we're not doing the slow clap anymore. He's giving him a good stern talking to.
They did it earlier in the game. I don't know what he's.
They did it for 2 of the other 3 kickoffs.
Jackson, that just was not really sitting well with them.
No, it was not. He's not happy with that one.
Haven has the ball on the 44-yard line now.
Darby Roper and Schmidt in the pistol. Twins left and right. Run up the middle to Schmidt. Tries to hurdle a dude, but did not get very far off the ground.
Hurling is illegal in high school football.
Parker Off got called that many times.
It's a 15-yard penalty.
Nah, it's their own fault. I mean, if I try to hurdle someone and I get hurt because of it, that's my fault. But. Shotgun left here for the Wildcats.
Looks like Swathers off sides is unsuccessful.
So we got twins stacked right and left. Snap to Roper, hand off to Schmidt. It was met the line by Nick Arnold. Nick Arnold just couldn't quite bring him down. Fumble on the play though.
Looks to be recovered by the Wildcats.
Yeah.
Arnold managed to get a fistful of jersey there. That play could have been broken for a lot longer.
Yeah, good job there by Nick Arnold to slow him down.
No, I did not look good. He kind of got ran over a little bit, but he did slow him down. Had tugging on his jersey.
Yeah, it takes time to run over somebody.
So that's a 3rd and 2 for the Wildcats after 2 consecutive runs.
See if they can extend this drive.
Yard line. So let's go to the pass.
And that's a
Picks up the first down.
10-yard play there for the Wildcats. Good play there on 3rd down and 2.
Play Fortnite with that dude.
Heston for a first down at 38-yard line.
Haven will now have first down on the Slaughter 38-yard line.
The Wildcats, if running the ball thus far, seem to be trying to have the last possession of the half. Go back to back here.
Oh my man, nasty spin move by
Number 30.
22.
22.
Cody Weave.
He weaves through those defenders.
Ah man.
Oh, you had to see that one coming.
Walked right into it.
Yeah, he did. It still was a great spin move though.
Yes.
Makes it about 2nd and 8. Good move. Not a lot of yardage.
Could say a little Lamar Jackson-esque.
The quick pass out to the outside.
Neat
Gonna
in
get
that.
stopped and the play is called dead.
Good play there by Ben Bollinger. Only gives him about 3 yards on the play. He's up about 3rd and 5.
Hunter Galloway.
Bollinger transitioned from cornerback last year to now playing safety this year for the Swampers.
He seems to enjoy playing safety a much from what I've been able to talk to him. Ravens are set up with trips on the right side and are isolating Shingleton on Jada Medina on the left.
That's a matchup they're going to try to take advantage of.
I think the Slothers feel pretty confident with that matchup.
Jade Medina definitely a solid cornerback out there for the Swampers. And that's what they'll do. They'll pass it to Shingleton, but he falls down immediately.
Make the pass complete about two. Oh.
I didn't think that was completed.
Pass complete to
Yeah, he just
catch
fell
there,
down.
yes.
Yeah, pretty good catch there on his backside.
3-yard gain to make it 4th and 2. I think the Wildcats are going to go for their first 4th down of the game. And they're going to use a timeout to do it. Haven uses their last timeout of the half.
Clock is still running. They need to get that one stopped.
And
They want to do a 8-second trickle off the
The
rod.
refs noticed that. Number 5 really seems to enjoy his haircut out there. As
Yeah, I
he
know.
is taking his helmet and his sweet time, walking back to the hut. I don't blame him. I tried to grow out of hair like that a little while ago.
How'd that work for you,
Not
Justin?
look very good. Maybe eventually we can put some photos of it on there, but I think I'm good.
I must say, the band is doing pretty well for only like a day of preparation.
Very true.
You got the Baldoff twins out there. I should not have spoken about soon because it's just we're continuing on a little long.
Like I said, the communication, especially for our band teacher, Mr. Graverson, might be a little bit hard with the mask on.
Yeah, that's
There's
got
yet to be any lack of communication with the coaches, the players that I've seen thus far.
Except for that blown coverage. Other than that,
I think that was whoever's on the running back. That's probably. That's
It has
probably.
affected the student section thus far, for
yeah, seems
sure.
to be a little lackluster tonight.
Roper looks, he's coming out to his right, he goes up the middle, manages to push the pile forward for what looks like to be a 1st down.
7-yard carry there by Darby Roper.
Good way to weave his way through a bunch of Slaughter defenders to pick up that 4th down.
Showcasing his ability to get outside the pocket and make a play when it's broken down.
Yeah, he wasn't afraid of the hit. He hit somebody pretty hard. I think it was Brady.
He embraced it.
Time running down to about 2 minutes. The Wildcats are definitely taking their time. They're content with 1 possession here.
Darby Roper with another read option. He takes it left. About another 6-yard carry there.
There's that zone read up the Wildcats love so much.
I've after that scramble by Roper, Haven's coach seems to think that the quarterback run is going to work a couple more times.
They got to get a little bit of a sense of urgency here. They only have 1 minute and 23 seconds left before this halftime, and they just used their last timeout.
I think that was Heston.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Heston?
Haven's already used theirs.
They've used all 3?
Yeah. Heston only has one, the only timeout remaining in the half.
Coach Bradley probably just trying to give his offense another chance to get out there and put some more points on the board after this drive ends for the Wildcats.
And they
get a couple Hail Mary attempts if they get a stop here.
Exactly.
The Swathers do have the speed and the height to make that work.
And you never know when they'll pull another one of those trick plays out, like he did in the first.
If they're really biting on those short little screen pass, you could throw just a short little backward screen pass and have one of those slip past one of the blockers just slip past. That could work out really well. I mean, Braden Schilling did play quarterback back in middle school. I mean,
we won't talk about that.
Also, so did one of our commentators, so.
I had one good play when I was there.
Quarterback may not be the best descriptor of a high schooler who can throw very well.
I mean, we do have Brady Cox out there. That might be a more
viable option.
Yeah, because he's played
quarterback every year until this one, and Jake Proctor too.
I'm surprised we haven't called Brady's younger brother Brett, who's a sophomore, out a little bit more. A pretty shifty player. He looks to be in there right now on defense.
Those Coxes are hard hitters. Number 4. Darby Roper rolls right, cuts up through the middle, and gets slammed to the ground by one of the defensive linemen for the Swathers. Looks like it was Dalton Carey.
Tackle forward for a 2-yard gain, setting up third short 4.
And there's only 57 seconds remaining in this quarter, so I mean,
the Wildcats need to show a little bit more sense of urgency if they expect to get a couple more plays in.
Red zone is where the whole game kind of slows down, as the defense only has to guard 20 yards as opposed to 100 when they're not, well, not necessarily 100, but...
Oh, pass almost intercepted.
Incomplete. Short of the receiver. Brady Schilling almost picked it up. Pulled a little trap out.
Stops the clock at about 38 seconds. We'll be up 4th and 4 for the Haven Wildcats.
They're 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions on this drive. Will they be able to pick up the second one?
I think that with the coverage that Jade Medina is putting out there right now, he looks to be about 6 yards off of where Shingleton is playing, either a quick out or a quick in, and hit him on that.
An upcoming development.
Oh, yeah, quick out. And Darby Roper's forced out of the pocket by Dalton Carey.
Shingleton.
Oh my God!
That is a great.
Short of the. Oh.
No, he's in the end zone.
That is great improvisation from both Shingleton and Roby, as we kind of said before the game. The ability to just get outside the pocket and kind of just chuck it up there and hope he can make a play. And he did.
The athlete and able to make plays. Speaking of quarterbacks, it seems Ryan Eiler is hurt on the bench of Heston and he's talking to the trainer. He seemed to be limping on one of his legs.
Oh, that's never good. Might see Jake Proctor a little bit earlier than we wanted to.
For the Swathers.
Got a couple of young bucks, Jake Proctor and Hudson Ferrales.
We'll see which one Coach Barley goes to.
And if go up the middle for the 2-point conversion, and it seems he is stopped short.
To be short.
Yeah, I'll keep it an 8-point game for now.
Without Ryan Eiler in the game, do you think the Swathers really been worried about trying anything, or they'll just knee it out? You got 31 seconds and a timeout.
I think if I was on the field,
ball to Nick Arnold.
Yeah.
Have to guess to the outside. If they can break one, great. But if they take him down, that's
I think they're
fine.
content to probably just run out the clock. Unless, of course, the best for him.
That play from
seriously hurt in pain on the sideline.
He's doubled over right now. He's not putting any weight on that right foot.
It's a frightening turn of events for the Swathers. Things are going their well.
Oh no!
Got it to 8.
He's currently being helped off the field by Nate and Braden Esau. Refusing, he's not putting any weight on either one of his feet currently.
Looks to be carried to the waiver for the Swathers.
Good old Nate will go check him out.
Hopefully he's able to come back before the
And you hate to see that. I mean, he was playing so great too. I mean, he was finally getting settled in.
He got hurt.
And he had a touchdown pass and a touchdown run. He was finally starting to settle into the offense, get a little bit more comfortable with it. And
yeah, he played a really good second quarter.
Second quarter, he probably had a 75% or over
completion
percentage.
Yeah, he had 4 straight to Max Warner there.
Had some nice scrambles and throws for a couple of nice plays.
Does he play defense? Like,
yeah, I think so.
Okay, so that's where he got it hurt. So he looked fine after his last offensive touchdown.
Don't think if he is able to come back. I do not think he'll be playing defense for the rest of the year.
Probably not. The kick by Schmidt is a booming kick.
Looks like it might go out of bounds again.
Out of bounds
again.
It didn't.
Number 2, Riley Luke has been involved in a couple of physical plays on defense. He made a hard truck on Josiah Corda for the Swathers. Oh, that ball didn't go out of bounds?
Yeah, I guess not.
Must have been picked up and ran out of bounds for the Swathers.
And it looks like, is that Brady John? No. Yeah, Jake Proctor out there playing quarterback in the Swathers. I'm guessing this is just going to be a handoff and then take it into the half.
Jake Proctor.
You never know though. They got 4 wide receivers out there.
Send Brady in motion. Sweep to Brady Cox.
Brady on the short side of the field.
He's taken down after about a gain of 4 yards.
Looks like he got out of bounds.
Out of bounds. The clock will stop. The Swathers preserve their 1 timeout.
Yeah, I don't think he'll take any shots with.
I have a feeling that they'll run it one more time, and if they get enough yardage, they'll use their timeout. If not,
he got 8 yards on that.
Dang, that's pretty
It's
good.
so hard to judge from.
Well, I know, and the guy at the second down thing stopped after about 4, and I was like,
That speed of Brady just getting around the edge, that 4.4 speed.
We're standing about on the goal line here, so it's a very warped point of view. Jake Proctor drops.
Oh, geez. He's got a man.
Just out of reach.
Great effort there by Max Warner.
Kind of tipped their hand there now.
The pump fake, turn and curl and fly is a popular route combo for the Swathers there.
You gotta think Haven's gonna be more prepared on this one. They're probably gonna drop back on coverage, kind of just hope that.
I'm guessing the Swathers will just run this one. They don't have a punter, so there's no.
That's true.
Brady Cox to the left side. He's got a small hole.
Space, but he runs
Trucks a
out.
kid.
Manages to pick up the first down. Coach Bowerly elects to use his timeout. Yep. His final timeout to stop the clock at 12 seconds to go.
And I think he just wanted that to not take a shot there because he doesn't have a punter. I mean, he has a punter, but it's not his punter. And so I would think he wanted to get that first down. If he didn't get the first down, they were going to try and they're just going to let the clock run out. But since he got it, he's going to take at least 2 more shots down the field because there's not really much else you have to lose.
Sometimes the best punt is a jump ball down the field for either a receiver or the secondary to catch.
That's a win-win.
Be wary of another trick play here. You never know when he'll bust out with only 12 seconds left.
Swathers may pull out a popular trick play known as Stone Cold. Where, well, I won't spoil it for all watching at home.
What? You can't be giving tips to the future teams that might be watching this, Jackson.
Sure.
They're going to see it on film.
Yeah, we trade film with them.
I guess if they know what it's called, probably will.
Yeah, I don't know why more teams don't watch this.
Well,
like when we do basketball, like I literally break down I know the plays and I just break them down and I'm like, probably shouldn't be doing that.
But at the same point, we've run the same plays for like the
last 6 years.
A popular saying by our head basketball coaches in attendance tonight is that the current team we're facing, Haven, knows our own plays better than we do, which may not be a wrong statement. Drops back.
He's looking
Rolls out
left.
to his right. Looks like he
Oh.
No.
across the field.
You called him out of bounds, maybe?
Say stepped out of bounds.
He got waylaid, though.
Interesting call that he stepped out of bounds through it and then got hit. And there was no flag.
No
on the
flags
play.
for anything.
Yeah, it's got to be something.
It's got
I
either
heard the
roughing
refs telling them to make sure they stay in bounds, which is something you just do not hear in a regular Friday night game.
Exactly.
On the complete other sideline, they seem to be discussing something. I wonder if it's whether he was at or not.
I think it's whether or not they.
Some quick deliberation, maybe if I'm late hit out of bounds.
I don't know if they can discuss that.
Yeah, not after the play.
Yeah, they won't throw it now.
It is giving the Swathers time to deliberate on their next play here.
Hopefully we can see a trick play. That'd be fun before we went into the half, but
But at the same time, if you're
Yeah.
Bally, you don't want to. You
Coach
don't
Bally
want
wants to risk the turnover, scoop the score.
Plus,
You
like
had 5
tip his
seconds,
hands,
yeah.
Pick six.
show teams what they can do. If anything, just run the hook and ladder again.
A
I just
big
already
play
run
would
it.
be a nice momentum even without the
Yeah.
touchdown as your starting quarterback has gone in to give Proctor a little bit more confidence going into half.
Pad his stats a little bit.
good idea. I mean, just run something they wouldn't expect, you know? It's like a reverse or, read option pass. Just, I don't know. Throw something at them they weren't expecting.
Do an RPO or something.
Zach Judge is now discussing whatever they're talking about with Coach Barley there. He doesn't seem to be too mad. I think it's something more about the clock or
Because it does stop when they go out of bounds. That's a stupid question, but
another facet of the play.
I know in like the college football, it doesn't even stop till like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think 5 minutes.
Even
Same
though
for
Jake
NFL.
was out of bounds, that was a nice play across his body.
Throw, and it was complete dangerous throw.
Dangerous throw, but Jake is an OU fan, and one of his favorite players is Baker Mayfield, and that was a very Baker
Dangerous throws is
Mayfield-ish
dangerous throws is his middle name.
He woke up feeling dangerous. I mean,
Woke up feeling dangerous. That is
He
a
said it
very
himself.
true statement.
Spencer Rattler though, I'm big time ready to watch him play football.
It will be a very interesting Big 12 season.
Will be. Looking forward to
Who
it.
knows what can happen with the virus and with limited practice time.
hey, it's a Les Miles era.
Yeah,
It
you
is
said
a
that
lot
the
more
last
fair
3
for
years.
2 years.
He's only been here for 1 year.
Yeah, we do have an announcers crew divided, and me and Cole are both KU fans through and through. It's been a rough couple of years, but we trust in Les Miles. And
We more wait for those winter seasons for the basketball.
we're a
Yeah.
basketball fan, but
Hey, but it's fun. You get to tear down the goalposts every time you win. So, I mean,
It do be like that. We play like Florida Gold Coast. We're like, yeah,
we won.
yeah, it's a rough life. But I mean, we beat Boston College, Texas Tech
You
last
did
year.
beat Texas Tech last year. You almost beat Texas. Probably
That-
should have
we
beat
did
Texas.
almost beat Texas.
Oh, so they added time back to the clock.
They
Swing
throw a
pass.
screen back to
Oh!
Breaks it through. Oh!
If they get to the line, they might be able to run more than one play.
He
They're
still has a
gonna.
timeout though, doesn't
No, they
he?
don't.
He used it.
on the clock.
Gonna have to just snap it and just chuck it.
The ref fumbled the ball, giving him enough time to get up to that line, but the
Have to
ball
hurry,
was
though.
set. They snapped the ball. He's looking left. Throws it up for Brady Cox right in front of us, and whoa! Wow, that was not a nice hit there by Darby Roper.
That was
on
actually Josh
Linebacker.
Linebacker who got smoked there at the end of that play.
Oh, I mean,
That's a
if
nice-
the ball was over his head, it already hit the ground, and Darby just delivered a hit. We can hear Darby apologizing from over here. He just yelled.
Kid from what I've known.
Yeah, he just yelled, "Number 30, that's my bad. I didn't mean to." So
That's a tough experience for Josh Linebacker.
Josh Linebacker got in one play and got
absolutely
He's playing in his
smoked.
first game
in like
as
4
a senior
years.
who's come out. One of his highlights of his football career is an interception against Haven.
No, it was London. It was London. It was London.
Where he fumbled.
Pretty sure that was London.
no, I thought it was Haven. I'm pretty sure it's Haven.
Swaffers jog into the weight room after a quick talk from the coaching staff. We will see if Ryan, when Riley Nyler comes back, if he's okay to go. That's a big loss for the Swaffers if he's unable to play.
Based on the way that they're taking him into the weight room, I don't think there's any chance he comes back for this game.
Ryan's pretty tough.
He is very tough. I will give him that.
Past him.
Unless Nate Bartell's giving him some secret sauce there.
Well, Nate's walking back with an ice pack right now, so.
Back with an ice pack. I'm gonna guess it was a pretty severe sprained ankle.
Yeah, from my
limited experience. I think Ryan's been known to struggle with those a little bit.
But overall, I think it was a pretty good half for the Swathers. Put up 3 scores, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown. They go into the half up by 8. Haven does get the ball to start, but yeah. Are we going on break for half?
Let's go on break for like.
All right. Well,
you know how to mute us.
I know how to.
All right.
So we'll see you back here in like what, 8 minutes?
Yeah, we'll
10 minutes.
5 minutes.
All right. See you.
Yeah,
I'd rather just sit around this one.
Did you leave it at home?
What? Throw it up. T, did you throw it up on the stream? It's on the stream. All right, I'll pull it up.
We're going to do a quick mic check. People have been notifying us of some audio difficulties.
That's not okay. Can you hear me?
Well, now you talk.
Yeah,
All
you got to
right.
get way closer.
Yeah, you got to scoot a little bit closer.
Like
to Cole.
scoot in.
Yes, sir. Hello.
This one?
Yeah. Testing. Talking to the,
Am I good?
Jackson. Did you hear that? Lucas. I'm not kidding. Lucas, talking to the side with the letters. Talking to that side.
I dropped so much weight.
T, can you hear me yet? Okay, I'll keep talking, T.
Keep going.
Nope. Still no.
Oh, you guys want me to do some cool shadow puppets with my arm?
Okay, buddy.
I'll just cut that one out. Alright, it's just gonna be that one. Alright. I'll turn it up a little.
You wanna?
I can hear Cole. I can hear you pretty well.
Okay.
I can hear Jackson really good.
Yeah. Jackson might need to scoot back a tad.
But then I'm blocking the camera. I'm a big head.
Hey, big head.
Yeah, I can hear you really, really good now.
Not warped, not like
Not
garbled though.
warped. It's really, really good, really clear.
All right.
Like right where we're at.
All right, all of our viewers.
Give me the just all the notes right there.
220 people, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh my
no.
gosh.
Gosh.
So I sounded like an alien idiot.
And they couldn't hear me the
for a
entire
whole-
time.
For a whole
I
half.
got
I was
I
great.
got 4 people that texted. They're like, who's that other kid? I can't hear him.
The gov
That's
nuts.
like Jackson.
Yeah, because we didn't introduce. Jackson just got right
He just
into it.
goes, "Hi guys, welcome to the game."
I was like, and you are? He's like,
Nicole's like-
and we have the starting
Hey,
lineup.
are you flashing that Swather Power Club thing on there?
I don't think we've set any of that up.
All right, never mind then.
You guys can talk about it though.
Yeah, so we don't have the graphic there for you up on the screen, and this is only for Heston residents. But the Swather Power Club will be hosting a hamburger donation meal on September 11th at Heritage Park. Starts at 5 p.m. Make sure you come, drive up, give a donation, and take your hamburger meal to go.
You guys can show the camera.
Those are some of my
Right behind you.
favorite times.
Have it on your phone. Just show
You
it.
know,
Oh, you don't. Oh,
Hey,
they don't
hey.
want to see Cole's phone
Hey,
anyway.
we don't.
we don't
We
see
don't.
those androids.
We
all
don't.
have androids.
We don't necessarily. This is not necessarily limited to only Heston people. If you're trying to pull from
If
Haven,
you are trying to pull up, it is hamburger meal by donation.
I mean, you never know. That might be a saucy little burger we got.
That could be. It could be worth it. You never know.
But probably not. I probably would not drive that way for the burger. But I mean, if you're trying to support,
Heston is famous for its hamburger meal. Chips, a drink, hamburger, and usually a side for $5, which is the recommended donation, is a steal of a deal.
Yeah, we all sound really, really good on the stream now.
Good.
or you could all just go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac.
While we were away, we got an updated injury report on Ryan Eilert. Seems he has a contusion on his left quad. Hopefully he'll be able to recover from that. I don't really know what the...
So for us non-medical folks, can you explain that one a little more?
Google it. Give me a second.
I don't know. I did have a doctor's appointment this morning, but I am not sure what a contusion is.
Where's Nathan Whitson when you need him?
Where is Nathan Whitson when you need him?
Okay, according to Google, a quadriceps contusion happens when someone gets hit very hard in the thigh. Well,
Sounds like a
no,
football
really.
injury.
The force makes the muscle tear and the internal muscle bleed. It can tear the sheath, which covers the quadricep muscles, and cause even more muscle tears. Most ones happen while playing sports. Well, thank you very much. That really helped, Google.
Does it mention any recovery time for a contusion like
Well,
that?
let's go look up quadricep contusion for teens.
Sounds
right?
slightly gruesome.
How are they diagnosed? And how are they treated?
That was face.
Rest the area. It doesn't say that you have to not play if you have one. It just says that you need to rest afterwards. So I'm guessing he won't be 100% at any of the practices this next week. it says that you should be resting for 3 to 4 days, and you just wrap it and it goes away, I guess.
Guessing it depends on the severity of the
Yeah.
injury for sure. Like all injuries.
I was talking with Coach Bowerly this morning on what it really meant to him to actually be able to even play this game. Obviously, he said there are obviously major questions coming into the season. They had good optimism at some times regarding if they were going to be able to play or not, but there were also some worries. There's obviously a lot of excitement now coming into the season, knowing that they're actually going to be able to play.
You want to be a special guest?
And they realize that they need to not take for granted the season that they actually get, as we kind of learned last spring with everything getting canceled.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we do have 3 spring athletes in different sports.
We're all
Lucas
very,
plays golf,
yeah.
Cole plays tennis, and I'm a baseball player, and really hurt us all to get canceled, as we all thought we had a pretty decent shot at some postseason
yeah.
Shout out Micah Dawson.
chances. Speaking of a tennis player, we
We
may
got
have a
Jay Cheesy
special
McGill in the
guest,
building.
Jesse McGill, hopping in on the mic for a second. Come and take a seat,
Shout out to your mom and dad watching it.
Jesse. Our Audrey and whatever your father's name is, watching at home, Ryan.
Yes, they are.
Well, why don't you say hi to him? Lean into the mic. There you go.
Hello, mom and dad. If you're watching, I love you. I love you.
What a classic interview from
Jay Cheesy
Jay
McGill.
Cheesy McGill. Really showing respect to his parents there.
Thank you.
Parents are the one who makes the a kid's life amazing, and I'm sure there's probably no one more excited to watch these kids play than the parents of the players.
And us.
And
And
us.
us.
I think we're pretty excited to watch him play.
I miss football, bro.
No.
It's been a long, 6 months without really any sports other than now basketball. Whoa, Jay Cheesy. What you doing with my microphone?
The Swathers are gathering right outside the weight room for their halftime run through the banner. The student section is not out there like they usually are.
They probably can't.
Probably not allowed to.
We're-
I'm guessing that they're.
What?
I'm guessing they were told they're not allowed to. So.
Kind of had to socially distance the tunnel.
Well, that is hard to believe.
I am yet to see Ryan Eilert.
At a tad anticlimactic.
Not quite the same without this tunnel of student section there.
Oh my.
I might ask our athletic director what's going on with there. And oh no, Halloran runs out late as the humble
It's like Sanchi forgot his helmet.
man he is. Sanch forgot his helmet on the sideline. That's a classic move.
Classic Sanch.
Still no sign of Ryan Eilert. Haven't seen him come out of the locker room yet.
The trainer is outside.
Maybe he's just inside. I don't see him anywhere on the field. So.
Unless he's running around out there with an ice pack on.
I just heard the weight room door shut. So. If anybody else comes out.
There is Bray Neesaw. I'm gonna guess
Team mascot for now.
Coach Bowerly or some coach is in there with Ryan either currently. I'm gonna guess he's done for the night. That's a big hurt for the Swathers.
They obviously don't want to give up this winning streak to Haven.
Having your first year starting quarterback go down.
Yep. Nate is bringing out
Second
the
quarter.
crutches.
Oh no. Taking the crutches into the locker room as we speak for Ryan. Looks like Jake Proctor's gonna have to step up big. I mean, I think he's gonna do a good job. You know.
I've heard good things about Hudson
I've
Morales
heard-
too.
I
So
know.
if Jake starts off slow, they might throw Hudson in there.
Hudson Morales definitely has the skills to be an adept high school varsity quarterback.
Has the arm talent. It's just a matter of if he'll be able to read
The
the defense at
experience, the jump from middle school to high school varsity
Obviously
is
a pretty
big,
large
very,
That's a
very,
very
big jump.
big jump.
Jake's been able to play a little bit of wide receiver this far in the game, but as a quarterback, the game totally changes.
I mean,
He does have the JV experience that Hudson lacks, though.
it would especially be hard for Hudson going from the middle school level, not only the level, but also like the size and physicality of the defense, especially this very large Haven defense.
Yeah, go from kids, the defensive lineman, that kid's big and he weighs 150 to, yeah, that kid's big, yeah, he's 6'6", 280.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jake is also tall. Jake is also tall enough to see over Haven's pretty tall defensive line.
Hudson Morales comes in only at well, he's 5'10". I mean, it's not
That's a
bad,
stretch.
but Jake
I'm gonna be honest. I have been recruited to play high school football, and I may be a close 6'2", but I might have been listed as 6'5", so I'm not quite sure how accurate the Heston roster is.
Yeah, it never really is.
So what I'd be
Well, it
looking
says
at like
Jake Proctor's
6'9".
taller than Ryan, so.
Well, he probably is. Jake's almost taller than me.
Really?
What does it have him as?
6'1".
Dude, he was almost taller than me.
How tall are you, Jackson?
I like to say with shoes on, I am 6'3". So if
6'2".
if there ever comes up during basketball game, I am 6'3".
Yep, there's Ryan Eiler's equipment there being taken back to the locker room by his brother.
He's coming out in street clothes on
Ice
crutches.
taped. That's really tough to see if you're a Heston fan.
That in the knee area, on the quad area.
Yeah, the
It's on his right
above his right
leg.
knee.
Hopefully that's not a serious injury. Although, I mean, from what we can see, it's not looking good.
Yeah.
Ryan's a pretty tough guy. If he's on crutches, that's going to be a pretty serious injury.
Yeah, that might be more than a squad contusion.
That's also...
Especially based on where that ice pack is located.
You just gotta hope that's not a serious knee
not a
injury.
serious
lower
knee.
quad on the... That's
Yeah,
like,
it looks way closer to the lower knee than it does to the lower quad. But so we're gonna get some young guys some experience now. So
Maybe not the way that we wanted to,
no, not
but
at all.
But you have to improvise, adapt, and overcome.
Exactly. Improvise, adapt, readapt.
to start off the second half, we have Heston kicking off to Haven.
Haven coming off that nice touchdown drive there at the end of the half with Darby Roper's beautiful pass to
Skylar Singleton.
there we go, blanking on the name,
I got
for a
you
touchdown with 32 seconds remaining in the second. Haven once again getting wild for the kickoff.
What time is it?
8:30.
That seems a little late for the game.
It is. This game has been going very slow as a lot of pass plays have stopped the clock.
Oh, Hayes lit up.
He means to make the first two tackles, but they get him back down at about the 32-yard line.
Josiah Corder was the first one to really stick him. And really great play there by the Swathers kickoff team. Haven will take shot at right around the 30-yard line.
A lot of energy on the Swather sideline right now.
They really need to get the momentum back after Haven had the touchdown at the end of the half. With Ryan's injury, a fourth down and short field for Jake would be a big help to the Swather offense.
Darby Roper drops back to pass, pump fakes left. Now he's rolling right, cuts up to the middle of the field, makes a cut inside, and he's met by the defensive line.
And the first in-play flag of the game.
Guessing we're going to see penalty on a blocking assignment of some sort.
Yeah, you gotta think that's a holding of some sort.
Up to now, the refs have been letting them play, and the slight mistakes of a late hit or a block in the back have gone unnoticed, but it's going to be a holding on Haven Wildcats.
Must be proteges of the great Roger Trimmel.
That'll be a 10-yard penalty. First and 20 from the 24.
Is it spot foul in high school?
Couldn't tell you. I think that happened at the line of scrimmage. I think it was on the.
I think it is a spot foul, but I think it was on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, because it's first and 18, so it happened 2 yards downfield.
Interesting.
Looks like Haven's in the shotgun.
They're rolling right.
The jet option.
drops back to
Roper's
pass.
going to. Oh, the ball tipped up. Oh, and two Swathers hit each other as they attempt to make the interception.
Either one of them.
Ben Bollinger and number
Jake Proctor.
6, Jake Proctor, were in on the play there.
Either one of them could have caught it, but they both tried to catch it and it just did not work out.
Roper tried to pull up Patrick Mahomes and rifle a throw across his body, but the completion
After
was
rolling
not
back,
there.
too.
Yeah, that was
That's
quite
not an easy, pretty dangerous pass there.
quite a throw to make there for Roper. He was pretty lucky it didn't get picked off.
If you're Jake Proctor, you really like how we're looking right now, though. 2nd and 20. Come up with 2 stops here and get you that short field you're looking for.
Speaking of Mahomes, our resident Chiefs guru, Mr. Graverson, also our band teacher, had just walked by.
Darby Roper on the run.
As Roper breaks a tackle, that was a tough hit by Heston Swathers.
Someone just got smoked by Dalton Carey. That looks like number 24.
Cooper McCormick is slow to get up and seems to be hobbling a little bit. Hopefully that's not a serious thing.
Don't want to see more injuries.
Roper-
Don't want to lose another one.
Roper crumpled a little bit weird when he was trying to come back. I thought it might have been him with the injury there.
Kind of avoided Dalton's hit, and Dalton's hit ended up mostly on Cooper, who was on the ground there.
You got to think he's going to look for Shingleton on this 3rd and long. Look for maybe a flood concept with a go and a couple of outs.
Shingleton moves into the slot as McCormick gets subbed out. And as the play clock runs out,
and Cooper is in
Haven
pain
will
over
take a
there on the
timeout.
sideline. He is in big time pain. Spiked his helmet, and now he's gone to the ground, and Nate is helping him. That's just 2 big losses now for the Swathers there.
McCormick is his first game back since a pretty serious knee injury his freshman year. He was getting a couple varsity plays until that happened in the 3rd game of the season last year. Just got up. He seems to be hobbling okay. I think he might be able to walk this one off.
Looks like Nate might go. Nate might take him over the table and tape him real quick, but
Tape job from Nate gets you good, man.
It does.
It will really help.
It rejuvenates you.
Let me tell you, you can play through anything with a tape job. So after the Haven timeout, it sets up 3rd and 15 for the Wildcats here. I'm gonna guess they're gonna have to try to isolate Shingleton on the strong side of the field. That looks to be their only real offensive options thus far in the game.
if they throw him in the slot like they did, he'll either be guarded by Braden Schilling or Ben Bollinger, both of whom have a height advantage over him. But they're also playing at least 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. So he'll make a quick move either inside or out. My guess is out towards the markers on the sideline.
And a good, again, look for that flood concept. Haven tends to run that on 3rd and longs.
Yeah, they didn't get Roper much in open space as they did in this far in the second half. But if they can get Roper or Shingleton in some open space, they can make some guys miss. They might be able to convert this 3rd down.
Roper in the shotgun. Right next to him is Schmidt. Trips left. One wide receiver right. Shingleton on the far outside. They are running that flood concept with
bootleg out to the left.
He makes a throw and
incomplete.
He was
I'm gonna guess
looking for weave.
I feel like Tony Romo calling that flood play.
Good job, Cole. I'm proud of you.
It's not me, bro. It's my scouts. I got those inside ears and eyes.
Yeah, they got that.
I have
Trips left with that bootleg, that naked bootleg. It was a good play design. Just
tough throw, really. Rolling to your left as a right-handed quarterback.
Yeah, that's a very tough throw to make.
I have a feeling Shingleton's going to kick this one out of bounds. He doesn't want Brady to return this one and give the offense any better field position with a new quarterback in the game.
That is true.
Wildcats got to make the offense work for every yard they get.
Brady Cox standing there at about the 40-yard line.
And
not really
it's
any
a
pressure on that
punt,
punt.
too.
Booming punt, fair catch.
Makes Brady go back. The punt is muffed. He managed to get. It's a scramble for the ball.
Haven thinks they have it, but
the ref
signaling
singles.
And Haven has
Haven ball. That's 2 muffed punts.
Both of them happen in the same fashion, running backwards, trying to catch the ball over your shoulders. At that point, you just got to admit defeat and say, screw it, I'm not catching this ball, and let it roll.
The Swathers were not able to convert their muffed punt turnover.
It looked like one. He had enough time. He could have picked it up because on
a muff fair catch, if you pick it up, you're down, right?
When that ball is rolling, there's a lot more going on than just picking the ball up.
He tried to dive on it, and I think he missed it.
That's essentially a 56-yard pass right there.
Yep.
Didn't quite have the best angle at it, so we couldn't see exactly what went down.
Running straight back on a punt is a difficult play to make. Our birthday boy Tegan Lang is now in on the
defensive end
right
Cooper
side of defensive end. Oh, the Swathers did get the ball.
Oh,
interesting.
And
Brady will recover himself with a first down for the Swathers.
Owen
O'Halloran just manhandled his man 20 yards downfield.
We apologize for that,
Yes,
for
sir.
confusion. Definitely thought that the Haven
thought
Wildcats were
There
covering
was
that ball.
no signal from the refs, and there was
celebration on the
much
Haven
celebration
sideline.
from Haven. We apologize for that.
We are 85 yards away, so. Yeah,
So,
Jake
that's
Proctor.
Not a 56-yard pass, just a 56-yard punt.
Still a nice punt from Shingleton.
Yeah, that was a booming one.
Sets up the offense.
Trips left. Jake Proctor takes the
Proctor
snap.
out to the snap, throws it a little bit behind Cox, but he manages to weed through a couple of guys. Picks up about a 4-yard gain for the Swathers there.
Brady Cox just showing his speed and maneuverability, and he's tearing apart this Haven defense.
There's a Haven Wildcat a little shaken up there on that last play.
They have a little confusion on who's on the field. Number 57 managed to make it off before the Swathers get the snap off, avoiding a 12-man on the field penalty. They throw another quick screen past the short side of the field.
It's like about 2 yards.
About a 2-yard gain for the Swathers. The short pass game will work really well for Jake Proctor. Basically a new game for the Swathers at the quarterback position. They're just trying to get some confidence and be able to throw the ball a little bit deeper.
I would not be surprised if they try to take a shot, try to lull them to sleep with a couple screen passes, and then take a shot deep.
That's what they're trying to do with the pump fake curl into the fly. It's a popular route for the Swathers. Oh, the punt is muffed. Proctor's tackled for probably a 1-yard loss there. Sets up 4th and 2. This is a big decision for Bowerly.
It wasn't even really a bad snap. Just wasn't quite handled right by Jake.
A little low and to the right.
Still one that should have been caught. But
Yeah,
it's,
tough snap for both sides.
They're going to hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
I think they're going to try to draw him off, I'd have a feeling. We'll see how. Oh, no. And Jake is going to take it himself.
And he will be stopped short.
They might bring the chains out to measure this if it's close.
I believe they stopped him short.
Haven's coach is signaling that they got him. It's close enough that they're going to bring out the chains for a measurement.
Haven's players trying to convince the referees to not even bring it out.
Talking about Tony Romo, just kick the ball a little bit, you know.
One memorable chain measuring I remember at this game was a couple years back where it was so close that they had to use a note card to separate if the ball was at level with the chain, and I have to think there's got to be a new modern way to replace that antiquated
that was on a Sunday Night Football game, right?
Yeah, it looks like
no, that was here. They did it here one time. It was against Goddard Eisenhower back when Heston was 4A. It was quite a while ago. I think they got it by a nose.
First down.
Wow. That's quite a spot. Haven players do not like the call, but then again, no one does when the chains come out to measure it. So,
yeah.
I mean,
Chad Hill was very not happy with that there on the Haven sideline.
Cooper McCormick still walking out his injury there.
So he got some tape on his right knee now.
Yep.
I mean, spotting the ball as a referee is not a very scientific technique.
Yep.
It's kind of just.
Hey, I see it there. Put it down. Good job.
As a flag football referee myself, my side judges do have to correct me from time to time.
Especially that middle school game, there were some interesting spots.
Yeah,
There was an incomplete pass, and they moved the ball like backwards a couple yards. So actually, lost yards on a pass.
Pump fakes. It's out to the right. Gets a pass.
Nice catch.
To Ben Bollinger in the flats. Picks up about a 4-yard gain, setting up 2nd and 6 for the Swathers.
That's better than the sack it looked like he was about to take.
The
So
43. That was a nice rollout from Jake. Oh, about an 8-yard gain actually.
depth perception.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I can't see where the pin is at on the golf course.
I think they get it, Jackson. We kind of beat that dead horse. but that did not look like 8 yards.
No, it
Oh,
literally looked
he's
4
got
yards.
Brady open to
Oh, that's going to be picked off by Darby.
Roper. We'll see how much he gets out of this return. Not much.
He was just sitting there waiting for it.
Left the pass a little bit too short, and Roper manages to pick it off.
Avoid Chad Hill's celebrating. I'm not even gonna.
You and
It's
Chad
just-
Hill, man.
yeah.
You met this guy before or what?
Nah, it's just a very memorable name. I mean,
Chad Hill.
Easy to say.
Is that from The Simpsons?
I don't know. Let's Google it.
Let's look that up.
Not a very big.
We got our
Simpsons
high-tech statistics department. That's the first regular turnover for either team. There's been 2 muff punts, but other than that interception, it's been a pretty turnover-free game.
Yeah, just didn't quite. I don't think he just didn't quite put enough on it. He probably should have put a little more air under the pass, considering it was over the middle of the field. But
It's a tough pass to a short receiver on a short route.
Roby was just sitting there waiting for it.
Darby Roper is not in at quarterback.
Number 18.
I don't know who this kid is.
Wonder if he was shaking up there on the return.
Sipe is in at quarterback. I'm wondering if they're giving Roper a break, or did they move
Nice
him?
catch, but that only be a
Shingleton
gain of like 4, so.
gets about a couple of yards there.
Probably took a pretty.
Oh,
it
only
looked like he
one.
took a pretty
Okay.
nasty hit
Did they
from
move
Brady
Roper
there.
out to receiver? No.
No.
He's just taking a break.
Looked like he took a pretty nasty hit from Brady at the end of the interception play.
Well, that does happen from time to time.
Yeah, this
Both
what'd you say this
starting
guy's name is
quarterbacks.
again?
Brent Sipe.
Sipe?
Brant Sipe. B-R-A-N-T-S-I-P-E. Brant Sipe.
Sipe. Thought it was like psych. Psych,
Brant
you're not-
Sipe is a 6'3" sophomore.
Oh, we got a
Flag.
flag.
You might expect him to try to just stay between the tackles with a couple of runs here, work Sipe into the game a little bit.
Kind of like
With Proctor.
In my opinion, Haven has kind of wasted their offensive line weight advantage. I think they could get a couple of yards pretty much on every run.
Looks like we got holding on Haven once again. Moving back to about 2nd and 17 now.
Where's our line going now?
In the second half, the refs seem to be opening up the flags after letting the players play in the first half.
We have seen a lot more.
We'll see how that affects the game.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is the second guy on the chain moving?
Because they're dumb.
Whoa! Like that dude was walking back like we were gonna set the first down up on the
I don't know what was going on there,
Yeah,
but
that's it.
it is about 2nd and 16.
We'll let it fly. First game of the year.
Yeah, it's okay.
Can't be too tough on him. Quick screen.
He's going to be pushed out of bounds.
Is that Shingleton most
About to get back to
gain
the
of 5.
markers. It's going to be 3rd down and 11.
This Haven team has a lot of seniors on their starting lineup. Obviously something that works in their advantage, has a lot of experience. A lot of returning starters from last year on the line.
Did Wyatt Carmichael play football?
I don't think so. I think he plays basketball.
Well, sight back in the pistol with Schmidt behind him. Takes the snap,
Back
looking
pass.
over.
There's a lot of pass
Oh, it's a
rushers
deep
coming at him.
pass,
And it falls incomplete to Shingleton.
Good coverage there.
Yeah, double cover did. Safety help. Jaden Medina there and Braden Schilling on the safety help.
Probably the best man corner for the Swathers. Had a couple picks last season before going down with I think a broken rib.
Yeah, but he had a ton of injuries.
Injuries really have plagued this team.
The Wildcats seem to be going for it. Nope, just kidding.
There we go.
Shingleton just likes
Shingleton.
walking on and grabbing his,
He has to
tucking
take
in
his
his
glove off.
pants,
He's
I
taking his
think.
glove off
Oh.
so he can drop the
Good
ball.
call, good call.
I watched him do it the last time when I was wondering what he was doing.
Smart. A little high
It's a high
snap.
snap.
It gets through. Brady comes up on this one and decides to let it drop.
Almost hits
and
him
it
on the
takes a
bounce.
nice roll for Haven down to about the
I don't know. Depth perception is so
15-yard line.
13.
Good call, Jackson.
Good job.
We finally got one right.
13-yard line. How big? Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, Gage.
Thank you, Gage.
Gage Wilson, our resident YouTuber. Make sure to check Gage Wilson out on YouTube.
And on TikTok
And
as well.
on TikTok and Instagram.
I'm a professional cameraman.
And he is part of the AV program here at Heston, so he is on camera duties.
What a dude. Made an amazing snag of a pine cone
He
earlier.
did make an amazing snag of the pine cone earlier today. Quite honestly, the best catch in this location all day.
I don't know. Max Werner had a pretty
Maybe
good one
off the
earlier.
tip might have been better, but he was driving in a truck.
Jake Proctor.
The hook and
Nice
ladder
again.
is not as successful. Picks up about 6 yards.
7 yards.
T, we don't have the Hawkeye, do we? The Hawkeye's not going, is it? The one up there, whatever, the high top?
Tough.
The one behind you.
Jake Proctor rolling left, throws over the middle to Ben Bollinger.
Hey, are comments turned on? Should we ask for a little
Did we ever turn
interaction on
ourselves
who we
back
should? Yeah, we're on.
Good.
Should we ask for a little interaction on who we should interview after the game?
That's true.
We have to win first.
Huh?
We have to win first. Unless we're in our interview.
Are we gonna do a
with Haven
post-game
fans.
interview?
I haven't asked the coach or anything.
not asking.
So. Oh, there.
Picks up
Gain of 13.
about 13 for another Heston first down. They said on the stream you can hear everything the PA says. We need to move like that way more. But I don't know if we can reach that.
Or get like a cover right there.
Yeah, something like right there.
Jake Proctor dropped back to pass again. This time,
That was a draw, a delayed draw to Nick Arnold. Goes for no gain.
vision's a little bit compromised here. Ryan Eilert's chilling right there. Looks very sad.
Really hate
currently.
to feel that for a starting quarterback to go down in the first game of the season. We don't know how long the injury is. Hopefully he can be back by next week.
Who do we play next week?
Hillsborough, right?
Hillsborough at
It's
home.
not Andale. Not looking forward to that game.
Yeah, Heston's district is pretty stacked. Jake's hard count manages to draw the Wildcats off sides again. That'll be another 5 yards, making it about 2nd and 2.
Really good hard count there. I like to see that. They like to see that more used, not on just 4th down.
When they're expecting it to come.
I think he does have a really good hard count. Just doesn't get used quite enough.
That's something Aaron Rodgers is very good at. You as a Bears fan, I've definitely seen that
Yeah.
firsthand a couple
And
times.
Alex Smith.
I've also seen Aaron Rodgers play with stupid injuries and still beat
Jake
the Bears.
Proctor letting the ball fly to Brady Cox. Ben Bollinger got shoved down on the play, but Brady managed to break loose. Get off him, bro. Roper lets onto him after the play.
If Bolger doesn't fall down there, that might be a touchdown with
Yeah,
the
he
block.
could hold the block. It's still a good pocket
Nice.
composure there by Jake Proctor. Stood
Jake's-
in there, found his man, delivered a good pass, and got a 20-yard gain from
Yeah.
Brady there.
While the quarterback's numbers for Heston haven't been probably the greatest yards, the running yaks for
Yeah,
Heston's
there we
wide
go.
receivers have been quite amazing. Probably have about 200 and so yards and yards after the catch.
That's obviously something that's going to kind of come with the territory when you're running so many screens and short pass plays.
Yeah, if the Wildcats, I'm surprised they have continued to let the swath their wide receivers catch an open space. They're just too shifty for catching the open field.
Yeah, I agree. They still haven't moved to that press coverage like we thought they would. They're staying back, and
That's something that Coach Barley really wanted to exploit. Was they obviously have a lot of speed at the receiver position, so I mean, try to exploit that, get some one-on-one opportunities after the catch.
About every game of the year, the Swathers are going to have a speed advantage on the outside. They also have two tall wide receivers in Ben Bollinger and Braden Schilling who can really go up and get the ball. Haven used their second time out of the game there.
Self-proclaimed Gleason Guzzler.
That's the second. That's their. Oh yeah, that's their
What
second time
says
out of the
on the
half.
scoreboard.
That could come back to bite them.
Yeah, it's a close game like this.
Yeah.
With only one timeout.
You hate to use 2 timeouts early in the third.
Yeah, that's something that K-State
Of a
would
one
do
possession.
Right there. Skylar Thompson.
Or good old Andy Reid.
Their
Clock
defense
management.
seems to be pretty gassed for Haven. I think that was pretty much a rest timeout.
And
Their
that is
linemen are-
exactly what Bowerly wanted to do coming into this game, was to get those linebackers going side to side. And it appears to be working.
So we got trips left now. Jake Proctor dropped back, gets a pump fake.
Oh,
Oh,
Jake.
that's a ball.
fun
Ball's on the ground, and Haven's on it.
That's a very
That's a sophomore play there.
mistake. We'll see if the Swathers managed to wrestle it out, but it doesn't look like they did. Number 59, Keaton Loop with the recovery for the Wildcats.
He just didn't bring the ball down, and that's ultimately what did it. On one of those plays, you just got to tuck it and take the hit, or try and get rid of it. But
Tried
you
to pull a
do
little Patrick Holmes, throwing it across the line of scrimmage, but
that
takes a
Carson,
very
the Carson
special
Wentz
talent.
where he gets engulfed by the offensive line but still gets out.
Yeah, just not the kind of mistake that you want to make, but honestly a little understandable considering first game playing quarterback.
Roper's back in at quarterback
Adversity level,
after a possession off. This is a big stand for the Swather defense. If they can give the offense good field position, they weren't moving the ball too bad out for that turnover.
It's like Haven is in a pistol, twins left and right. Roper takes the snap, looks right, throws that way, he's got his man, and he juked himself out. Fell to his knees. That's a tough scene there.
Hit him with the old slip and slide.
Yep. He
It
was trying to
Will
juke pretty
Height on
hard.
the catch there.
He must have seen a fire somewhere.
Got caught by the turf monster.
Stop, drop, and roll maneuver there.
Sets up a 2nd and 12 for the Wildcats.
That was tough. I mean, he had a little bit of room to work too. Just dropped. Got shotgun now. Trips left. One receiver right. Roper rolls left in that flood again. Owen O'Halloran delivers a hit, and that ball is batted down by looks like Braden Schilling.
Classy play by Owen, picking
Nearly
the
picked
quarterback up after he knocked him down.
Did deliver a really good hit though. Wasn't late at all. It was, the kind of hit you want to get delivered. They did go back to that on second. It was 2nd and long, and they went back to that flood action again. But they just have Will Hyde over here, and they keep the
Rolls out to the left, and then I wonder why they don't run that same play to the
Yeah,
other
I'm
side of the
wondering,
field.
well, they've been stuck on this right side of the field
Yeah.
for a long time. They seem to be running the short pass to the right side, and then they're
I mean,
not able
maybe
to
you
complete pass
consider
back to the left.
in the future running an inside zone to the left so that you're able to run that flood to the right so that you can really get your body weight into that pass.
Yeah, with the
on
right
read
hand.
option pass over the middle, caught by Shingleton. No, not Shingleton.
Man, Tyrone Taylor is just
Number 9, Galloway.
That's not Tyrone.
Comes up short of the sticks though. Brings up about 4th and 5.
That's just pretty sure.
Did Tyrone get lit up on the sideline
not
again?
Tyrone is
Josiah?
Yeah.
Josiah.
He laid the boom on a block, or he got the boom laid on him, one or the other.
Shingleton back in punt formation for the Wildcats.
Yeah, 4th and 4, you're on 25. You kind of have to be like Bill O'Brien to go for it here.
Especially since on the last 2 possessions, Jake Proctor's had 2 turnovers.
Takes a step forward, and that punt looked tipped, and Brady's going to come up and catch that.
Makes a sliding
Goes
catch
to a
there.
knee, and then gives the Swathers pretty good field position at about midfield here.
Lucas, I'm going to throw that up on the stream, by the way. So,
I like it. That's pretty cool, Teague. We're about to get some drone footage here on the, because we can't get our Hawkeye up on the live stream. We got our Teague Mendola is flying a drone above the field, which is what you should be watching right about now. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. New technological advances for our AV program.
Yep, thank you to the Heston Community Foundation for providing the money for that drone from a grant.
And our really cool trailer that we're sitting right outside of.
Yep. Courtesy of
Katie Gasson.
Katie Gasson.
A little flustered with getting all the pregame set up today. A lot of stuff to do.
Having 2 school days to prepare for a game is a pretty tough
task.
Tyrone Taylor
Takes a pretty
good
big hit.
night. Why are they just wrestling out on the floor?
Is that number 2 again? Oh, that was Darby Roper on the tackle.
Correction, one day.
He only had one day
We
because
had
red black.
Wednesday. Yeah, we'll be a lot better next week.
Yeah.
And Hillsborough? Oh gosh, that's fun.
Trips right for the Swathers. Ben
They're in
Bollinger
the
to
tight
left.
formation on the right.
Maybe they'll be running that flood again, or look for a man in motion.
Shingleton's pretty shady. He's gonna get
Just some
some
quick
quick
outs concept.
Rolling right. Teague showed us.
Make sure you're following the ball. Don't be too zoomed in.
Oh, I guess he got a first down. Good run there by
According
Jake
to the
Proctor.
student section.
Yeah. There's some of the people that I don't trust with football knowledge, but that's okay.
Oh, that is for real. The conversations that you can have in the student section. Oh, they
I
have
don't-
no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
They're just there for the.
Tyrone Taylor with the ball on the carry.
He gets
managed
out of
to
it.
spin out of the tackle.
He still
and
goes
the
forward.
pile is getting pushed forward. He still won't go down.
It's Sir
What are they
Tyrone.
doing?
Oh, whoa!
Oh,
whoa,
it's getting a little
whoa,
feisty.
whoa.
Nathan Wits it.
Nasty.
Yeah, there's got to be a penalty, and he puts his arms up like he
Bro,
didn't do
the
anything,
dude-
but
yeah.
that is cap.
The dude was kicking him though. Like
Yeah,
the dude on
I'm
the ground was kicking Nathan.
I mean, I don't blame him, but I'm saying.
Broadfoot is having to calm down the sideline after they're getting
It's always
excited
the
after a
person who
little chippy
retaliates who
action.
gets in trouble.
Yeah, student section showing their support for good old Whit Nasty, but
Hopefully the refs get it right and make it call it a double foul, offsetting
That-
penalties.
I mean,
the dude
was
on
he
the ground
was he throwing punches?
no, he was. I don't know what
He
Nasty was, but
shoved
the
him,
dude on the
I
ground
think.
was throwing legs though. Like he was kicking at him. But I'm guessing Nathan.
We shouldn't call him Wit Nasty. In real life, he's a teddy bear, guys.
He is. He's
Just
super
for all you
cool.
watcher out there, he's a pretty nice
Yeah.
guy.
Looks
Especially
like
playing Monopoly with them.
here's the call. Personal foul on Heston. Wow.
They're not gonna. We'll see if they have a second call.
Nope. Only one.
Wow,
That is
unbelievable, ladies and
garbage.
gentlemen.
I mean, yeah. Okay, we're a little bit biased. Maybe,
I don't know if you could
but-
see it on the drone footage, but there's a pretty clear kick and a from the Haven
And there
player.
had to be a flag on Nathan, but
Obviously, but
it should
there's-
have been offsetting. I mean,
You can't
That
have a
was pretty
fight.
bad.
You cannot have a fight break out and have only a flag on one team. Like, there's usually something going from
instigator.
both sides. Yeah, there's got to be something.
what's it? Definitely not someone to back down from a fight.
No, sir, he will beat you up. He is a real teddy bear, though.
He is a
Like,
real player.
He's pretty cool.
Gage. So basically, when he snaps the ball, I'm going to switch back to you.
Bowerly is not happy with the call there, but the Swathers are looking at 2nd and 20 with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the
It's gotta be
third
more than
quarter.
second and 20. Look at how far back. It's got to be at least second and 22.
It's pretty close. 2nd and 22.
Little jet sweep
Run the
action.
Jet sweep.
Now look at
Brady's
the
got
outs.
some
Busted
room. He'll get back
outside.
to the
He's
markers.
got to beat Darby Roper.
Wow.
And he manages to get back to the
Speed
first
kills,
down.
folks.
Ball don't lie there, quite obviously. 25-yard gain there by Brady Cox on the jet sweep.
He just puts on the afterburners, and
about
having
this.
someone with that speed is just so nice to have as a football coach.
Especially with a full head of steam after the jet sweep. The Wildcat defenders are coming from a standstill. It's hard to catch up. They're going to throw it to Ben out in the flats. That is not
He
pretty.
might be down. He
Rope-
pops back up.
Roper is a very good
He grabbed that ankle.
Open.
tackle by the ankles.
He grabbed that ankle and did not let go. It did not look like Ben Bollinger fell down very gracefully.
At the safety position, I'm guessing Roper's at double-digit tackles right now. He's all over the field for the Wildcats.
Jake Proctor takes the snap. Handoff. Oh, never mind. Out route to Max Werner. Trucks the dude and dives forward down to about the 9-yard line.
Absolutely
7
runs
yard
over
line.
Chad Hill.
Bro, he just trucked him.
Chad,
Hill.
we haven't said that name in
Back to-
quite a while.
Back
Chad
to Chad
Hill.
Chad Hill, you may not want to watch this.
Yeah. It was Max that made Chad Hill look silly earlier with the spin move. And then,
There's been a fair amount of trucks in this
Yeah, I
game,
know.
man.
Setting up
On both sides.
Setting up at first and goal at about the 7. The
Twins both
Wildcats
sides.
bring the
Colton
blitz.
Diller again.
Colton Diller.
Oh,
He
stopped
just short of
at
the second touchdown of the night.
Dang, he's
It's
stopped
going
at
to
about
be
the
second in inches.
Yeah.
That was about 2 touches, 2 touchdowns for the sophomore Colton Diller.
Colton Diller is the definition of efficiency right now.
Hey, he's sneaky, man. I mean, look, he's small. Like, you don't expect that kid to try and plow through you for the tutty. Tyrone up the middle, and he is absolutely
Little
stuck.
fumble on the handoff leads to a Swathers.
I'm surprised he didn't
3
try to go with the
yard
QB
loss.
sneak.
You're at second and inches.
Usually that play is almost a guaranteed either first down or touchdown, unless you're Patrick Mahomes.
There's a
Nah,
minute
that's a
left.
Dislocated knee.
Hey, you don't make fun of kneecaps, man.
So we got trips right, Tyrone in the pistol. Jake drops back, looks right.
He's got some pressure
Flushed
from
out
the
of the
backside
pocket.
that he doesn't see, but he manages to get away and
And
throws
it
it
into
away.
the ground.
So
Not a
you think
terrible
Do you,
play.
do you kick it to go up by 11?
I don't know if they can.
This is
They don't
it's
have
like
a
it's like
kicker.
a 19.
The kicker for Heston and Cody Wolgemuth has been playing both ways, and it's pretty hard for a both ways player to have the energy to
I mean,
kick
this
the
is
ball.
literally a 2-point conversion, so I think actually it's a little closer, but
Let's see what he has in the playbook for this, though. Honestly, you gotta have some really cool 2-point conversion plays.
you got two 6'3" and up dudes on the
Yeah,
outside. I
just-
think you just run fades.
Yeah, the Wildcats are pretty packed in. They draw them off sides. That's going
Move
to
it a yard
be
closer.
Might
halfway
as well.
to the goal.
Why not? Make it a little more interesting.
That's about the most excited I've ever seen a crowd after a offside
Offside
penalty.
penalty that moves the ball 1 yard.
Yeah.
I think the players are clapping, so they're clapping. I think that's about what that is.
Yeah. So now it's 4th and goal from the 1 yard line for the Swathers. They were in bunch trips
Does
left.
Saints not have a helmet?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh
Bro.
my.
Yeah, they're in bunch trips left with Braden Schilling one-on-one on the right side. Jake
They're going
takes
to look
the
up,
snap,
throw a quick
throws it up
jump
to
ball.
Braden,
A
and
little
Wolverine.
too high.
Not a great pass.
It was
but-
a slant route, just
Not, the
released
timing
it.
wasn't down
Mhm.
on it.
He released it just a bit too soon and got it above Braden. Tough to see for the Swathers. I mean, Colton Diller was mere inches away from a touchdown, and
Haven still has some work to do, though. They're at their
Yeah.
own 1 yard line.
probably a quick look for either that zone up the middle or look for that run between the tackles. I mean, you're just trying to power this.
It's going to have to be a run up the middle, I'd have to guess. You don't have time to pass it off.
If
Especially
not, if not like a quick slant or a hitch on the outside.
especially if Heston brings the all
You gotta think they're bringing some sort of
you better,
blood pressure.
you better have Brady just.
Bring
Yeah.
that engage 8.
Oh yeah.
8 dudes really, or 7 dudes really in the close to line
It looks
of
like
scrimmage
they're
here.
gonna do it.
I think they're going to bring about everybody. No one back for the
He's run up the
Swathers.
middle.
They're going to throw a quick
And
pass.
there's that quick out.
Oh,
he
no,
dropped
He's
it.
fumbled. I think they're
Nah,
going to call that
did
incomplete.
not make the running move. That's got to be an incompletion.
I had the angle from
second
here.
down.
He never got a really good grasp on the football, and a good hit there on the outside. I don't. Was that
probably- I
Max?
think
Is it Max Werner
Well,
playing?
if it's the outside, I think that's
Medina.
Jaden.
Jaden's not.
Jaden Medina.
I don't see Jaden.
He's number 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. There he is. Yeah. Looks like Max Werner's supposed to be playing the Rover linebacker.
Hand
Brings
off up the
pressure
middle.
again. Oh, stopped him at the hat.
They're going to rule it about at the 1.5
Gee, that dude
line.
literally moved 2 yards. He started right next to the goal line, and then ended up at about closer to the 2.
I think where he adjusted to is probably the right spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
But that makes it
This
third
is
and
not
10.
a good spot. If they don't get this here, it's going to be a risky punt.
They're going to
Might
have to.
send the
They're
whole-
not going to get the space to be able to get the full back.
Yeah, especially because we've already had 1 block punt and 2 almost block punts.
And the way Shingleton likes to run up on his punts, it's going to be tough for him to get the.
You might expect them to not
Full
even
length.
put Brady back there and just send everyone.
Yeah. Oh, dang it, we don't get to watch it.
Into the 4th
Oh,
quarter.
that's tough.
That's tough.
It's going to go to the other sideline where
Great, so we won't see
cannot
99,
see.
99 yards away from us. That's tough.
So, scoreless 3rd quarter.
Well, all you ladies and gentlemen watching out there, make sure to comment who would you like to see interviewed after the game?
I cast my vote to Brady Cox currently.
Yeah.
Brady
Or
Cox
Max
or
Warner.
Colton Diller?
Oh, yeah.
Sophomore.
I bet Colton would be pretty ecstatic to be interviewed.
2 touches, almost 2 touchdowns.
Quite a first varsity game for the sophomore.
I mean, as like
They ran that ball from like, what, the 7, right? And that's the second time they've entrusted him to try and power his way to the end zone at 5'8", 150.
Boys, I've just been informed we actually do not have a comment section.
T, you lied to me.
So that's a little
I
awkward.
said we didn't like a while ago.
Dang, I thought you said you did.
If you have any of the 3 of our phone numbers, just text us.
I couldn't figure out how to get the.
We're not going to give our phone numbers out on
But-
with 200 plus
Yeah,
viewers.
if you have our
Right.
phone numbers.
Let us know.
There's 249 people on the stream.
Almost, hey, somebody get on and make it 250.
What'd you guys average on basketball?
Like
Like
100.
About 200.
you average 200 on basketball?
Drive about 2 and 400. Yeah.
Oh.
So once we get
haven't
this,
told enough people.
Two to
I bet we
400
could get up to like 1,000.
that would be absolutely insane.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yep. Make sure if you've enjoyed the stream thus far, make sure to tell your friends and family, relatives, whatever, that we'll be back here next Friday night,
6:45.
6:45, if we can get going at that time. Well, that'll be interesting.
Might be before that if we have the interview with Bowerly.
That will be true.
Good. How are you,
Good,
Mr.
Mr.
Stoppel?
Stoppel.
Can they not do the tunnel?
Now we're probably not going to let anybody on the field this year.
That's tough.
Unfortuitous, to say the least.
That is.
Fortuitous.
Haven will get the ball at their own 1-yard line, 3rd and 10. I really hope the Swathers are just going to bring it all out here.
I don't know what you're trying to do here as the Haven coach. Do you try to pass it and get out your own end zone, so if you end up with a punt, you have some room, or do you try to run it and not risk the safety?
Hey, y'all want a water?
I got one. Sure. One more.
Darby Roper in the shotgun. I don't see a running back.
No running back. That's an interesting call.
So
He'll roll
rolls
out to the
right.
right finally.
Looking. Decides to throw a bullet, and right at the marker, Ben Bollinger says incomplete, but the
Ruled
and it says
out of bounds. It's gonna be.
This is going to be an interesting punt here.
Didn't manage to get the toe tap in there.
Of course, it's high school. We need that 1 foot in bound. Was not quite able
Armani,
to make
we
it.
have one comment to interview Colton Diller.
But that's a little biased, you know, sophomore to sophomore. Maybe just a little biased.
I don't know, I feel like if we interviewed Brady, how'd you feel? I like eating rocks.
Yeah,
That
I
was
got a
the-
message, Gage.
Do you remember that interview from 8th grade?
No, that was sophomore year.
Sophomore year? When,
Sophomore year in baseball, there was an article in the paper of Brady's favorite food, and he said he
rocks.
likes to eat rocks.
It's like, name a special
was
talent
like-
you have. I eat rocks.
Heston managed to get the punt off. Brady fair catches.
Gonna be like a
30-yard line.
30-yard line. That's pretty good field position for a
Extremely
Swather
short
offense.
Hey, 29, that's pretty good. We were 1 yard away that time.
I got to look where the ref is at. I've started seeing from the marker. You can't really judge from the.
I've been told to shut out Corey Ferrales for the swather painted at midfield.
It's a very good swather on midfield.
Haven't been able to see it since we're at field level, but I'm sure with the drone view, you guys are getting a great look at it.
It is pretty good.
I like the drone view is looking pretty cool.
The field maintenance is always A+ these days.
Miss Gaston is very enthusiastic over here in the broadcasting booth.
One of the cameras is
The Hawkeye?
The High Point, whatever it's
Yes,
called.
sir.
High point. High pod.
High Pod.
High pod? What iPod is
I'm just here.
The handoff to Nick Arnold. He's got some room on the outside. A nice gain. Gets him a
13 yards.
About the 12-yard line. Let's see how close that was. Dude, exactly, dude. 17. Dang.
Hey, I was right, 13 yards.
I think we're getting better as the night goes on with our,
Depth perception.
yeah. Or we're adjusting or just,
Proctor in the gun. The
Hands it
handoff
off
is to
to
Nick
Nick,
Arnold up the
yeah.
middle. Looks like he got about 5 yards on that. Good job. Shout out to his blockers. That was pretty good blocking. He had a nice
Yep.
hole there.
Right
yeah,
up the
okay,
middle.
that has been one thing that the Swathers have really succeeded with tonight was really limiting the success of the Wildcats D-line. I mean, even with those big dudes up front, 6'3", 300, and 6'6", 285, even with them, they're still getting some good blocks and giving some lanes for the running backs.
With the quick passes and the outside runs, their defensive line has been all but
Pretty much neutralized for this game.
ineffective.
Trips left for the Swathers. Ben Bollinger alone on the right side. Jake Proctor takes
Proctor
the snap,
looks.
throws it up,
Throws it up, pass is complete.
and he is in the end zone. I
In
think
the
that
end
might have
zone.
been, that was Ben Bollinger. Brady Chilling was alone on the right side, so
That was a touchdown, I
touchdown
believe.
pass to Ben Bollinger from Jake Proctor. 14-yard touchdown pass. I'm guessing that's the first of his career.
That is the first varsity touchdown pass for Jake Proctor. Makes the score 26-12.
A little
The
bit of a
two-point conversion could really help the Swathers control this game.
Jake drops back, he rolls right, he's looking, he had a man. He throws it up, and
that is
it
complete.
is good.
Lead for the two-point
Good play from Jake Proctor to roll out of the pocket on that one. Make a nice throw on the run.
Kind of had a little bit of a shaky start, but it looks like he's
Settled down now in this fourth quarter.
he's gotten a little bit more comfortable as the game has gone on. That's really what you like to see.
Swathers are up 28-12 with 10 minutes and 49 seconds to go. It's looking that if Haven can score here, them using 2 timeouts in the third quarter could really come back to bite them.
That is true. Also, I mean, their offense has been completely stalled the second half. They really haven't gotten any momentum whatsoever on the offensive end of the football field, but let's hope they can get something going. Kind of been dealt a few
Or
bad
let's
hands.
not hope they can get something going.
Okay, well, sorry. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's starting on your own 1-yard line is a pretty tough way to start possession.
I can see it.
Yeah, Swathers, 2 turnovers deep into Wildcat territory this half. When you had Jake's fumble, I was around like the 15-yard line.
Yeah, this game could have been blown wide open.
And then Hunter Diller's turnover, or not Hunter, it's not Hunter, Colt Diller's stopped short of the goal line.
Yeah, but turnover on downs.
Thank you.
Ben Bollinger is looking at us right now. I don't know what he wants. Pointed at us.
Big old smile on his face.
I kind of forgot he said he was going to do that. Wasn't really paying attention there. Put that on my tab, Ben.
After he scored a touchdown?
Yeah. If. And he did, so.
Ben Bollinger
Still no claps from the student
does
section.
have the own verb as his name, Bollingard, just like the Randy Most, but it hasn't quite caught on worldwide yet, but we'll see.
After this game, it probably will.
Good high end over end kick.
Caught
Chad
in
Hill
the air.
didn't want to return it. So
Chad Hill.
weaved
Oh,
in,
man, what a spin
spun
out.
out of
buddy.
a tackle, but it doesn't look like he really got anywhere.
Where's the play? You don't have to do anything other than kick the ball. Or air, or money.
Again, can we just really focus on the name?
Chad Hill. Man, what a goat.
Yeah, he's been run over a couple times tonight, but the effort's there. We've enjoyed watching him.
Speaking of Chad Hill, he is not on the field right now.
Tough. Wait, is he? No. Tough.
Roper back.
I think mostly he's just playing DB.
Roper, is that empty backfield for Roper?
No, he's got a guy on the
Oh, I didn't
left.
see
You
him.
cannot
Oh,
see
reverse.
the reverse.
Double reverse. Roper has the ball. He's running.
Roper looks like he was going to try to
nice
pass.
move from Roper
Gives
there.
him the shimmy shake, leaves Brady, and he manages to get out of bounds.
Maybe a late hit there.
Maybe possibly a late hit, but I'm not sure he could have stopped himself there.
That was a really crispy move there from Roper there to shake out of that tackle.
Not gonna lie.
They
Wish
ran the
my
dub-
Madden player knew that one.
Double reverse. He had the handoff and then the pitch to Shingleton and the pitch back to Roper.
It's
I
nice
honestly
they
think
got
it
out
would
of
have been,
bounds.
if Shingleton would have just ran it, I think it could have ended up better than it was, but
He hit him with a little in and out juke there.
Who
Got
was that?
around
Was
him.
Was it? That wasn't Brady.
Yeah, it was.
It was
I
Brady.
think, yeah, I think so.
The double reverse is a good play in middle school, but with the speed on the field, players are able to get back.
You should ask Tom Brady about a double reverse.
Gosh. That was bad. What? 10 minutes.
10 minutes and it's running down though.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the Philly special might be one of the best 2-point conversion plays ever. We're like,
Well, that was a touchdown play in the Super Bowl.
no, it was a great play.
You got a quarterback who can catch.
Good old Nick Foles.
Yeah, you could ask Tom Brady about that one too.
As you can tell, none of us are really a fan of the New
The
England
goat.
Patriots
Let's
or
be
Tom
honest, the
Brady.
goat.
That might
He
be
fell
picked
over.
off for Ben Bollinger.
He's going the other way.
He's got a lot of room to block.
Oh my goodness! Absolutely laid out on the
He
sideline.
just got rocked.
I've never seen a player celebrate after they got a 40-yard pickoff return, but he got laid out after that one.
Well, wasn't Chad Hill.
He
so-
got laid on his butt there.
Dude, that was bad.
I've never
That's a hit stick right there.
But I don't think he really cares as he just picked that ball off.
Bollinger is probably going to get checked for a concussion. Or
For
just
real,
Back
bro.
to
sit
Nate.
down.
Here we go.
Hey, what the
Oh, Nate's been getting a lot of attention
Oh
tonight.
my gosh.
Jackson had a bug on him in case you're hearing anything.
Sorry
Just a
about
bug.
that, guys.
Quite a few
Cockroach
bugs
in my
out here
hair.
tonight. Nothing like the amount of bugs at Bethel the other night. There was probably at least, and I'm not exaggerating, probably a million bugs out
Where
there.
were you at for Bethel?
Yeah,
for?
where were you at Bethel?
Playing tennis. It was like 9. There was the court was really covered in bugs.
That's nasty.
We were out there for like 10 minutes. We're like, okay, this is unplayable.
I expect the Swathers to stay pretty much on the ground for this drive.
Yep, running out the clock.
Oh,
Oh, that is a fumble.
Alert play though from Proctor to
Good
get back
job.
on it.
Nick Arnold wasn't used to being handed off on the read option there.
Yeah.
Ryan Eiler's been known to keep those.
Bollinger making his case to be interviewed. That touchdown and the pick
And
now.
the pick. Let me know
Good
if you
now.
want Bollinger interviewed. To all you
So
watchers
far,
out
Colton
there.
No
is the leading
combo.
vote getter.
And he got knocked out too.
Yeah.
Oh, offside penalty. Again.
Not a lot I can
On
say to
the
that
clock,
without
bro.
getting in trouble.
Yeah, we had a comment made by one of the spectators. Was not appreciated. You know who you are. You see it? I'll show it.
You man this camera.
Jake Proctor, pass left.
Brady Cox gets around for the first down. He's got a clear
geez,
path.
he's
He
got a-
jukes Roper in the open
touchdown.
field, and he managed to make it for the touchdown.
Brady said, "Not so
He
fast,
said,
Ben.
yeah.
I want to be interviewed."
It is going to be a close call who we interview
I
today.
kind of want to do Brady. I think he'd be
I feel
really
like
fun
we
to
can
interview.
give Brady a lot of chances throughout the season.
Yeah.
This might be Colton, especially in his first varsity
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Might be Colton Diller's only shot.
I don't know, bro.
He played
He played
good.
good, yeah.
But what a play by Brady. I mean, he's got to have over 200 yards from scrimmage tonight.
He might.
Honestly.
The way this game is going, it may not be looked as close as it actually was. For a long time, it's 2012. The jump ball is too far.
Way over his head. But yeah, great play there by Brady Cox. I mean, just another one of those nice little swing passes, and he's just, threw it into high gear and took off.
You have 2 more votes for Ben, but that's a little biased.
From who?
I can't read all the sources.
No problem.
See, but then again, I think that Ben Bollinger will also get a lot of interviews.
I mean, we can always interview all 3 of them.
True.
Nah, but we
I don't
can't
know if they
even
have the
pull
patience
Jeffries
for
done
that.
nothing. Hey,
Huh?
can I see the roster, Heston roster, real quick? Jaden Wall,
Wait.
number 13.
Yeah.
It just looks like
It's just a bug.
Heck no.
we will see if Braden Bruner can do 34 push-ups.
Oh yeah, we know Broom Boy's
Also
gonna
a
rep
member
those out.
of the AV class. He helped set up tonight.
Not the greatest Fortnite player. I'm not gonna lie.
Or two. Well, he's a pretty good 2K
Yeah,
player,
yeah.
actually.
He's pretty good at 2K.
He's also a Rockets fan. He's a Russell Westbrook bandwagon.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel bad for him sometimes.
Yeah, I wonder what they're getting slapped right now.
Also known as Russell Westbrook
Yeah.
to some people.
I call him Hustle
people.
Westbury.
Oh, they're up by 8 right now at half.
Over the Lakers?
Yeah.
Wow, what a score.
Did the Bucks pull it off today?
No, they are down 3-0
They're down 3-0.
to the 4 seeds.
That might have been kicked off early, but I don't know if the refs are going to say anything.
Yeah, he's going to be brought down. Really great play there. Couldn't tell by who, but
Wait, who's the Bucks playing?
they're
The
playing the
Heat.
Heat.
They lost by 15.
Dude,
Yeah, they're just getting
the Heat
slapped.
low-key might make the
Giannis to
finals.
Warriors confirmed.
Yeah, I was
Giannis to
gonna say.
Raptors confirmed.
Giannis to the Timberwolves confirmed.
If you didn't know, we really do have two very weird teams, NBA fans. I'm a Toronto Raptors fan, and up in Canada, and Cole here is a Minnesota Timberwolves fan.
Lucas really could care less. But I like watching Luka, but I'm not a bandwagon.
And
I
Lucas's
just like
favorite
watching him.
golfer is?
My favorite golfer? Ooh, that's tough.
Grant
It's
Brenneman.
not tight. Yeah, there we go. It's probably Ricky Fowler.
Rick Fowler. I like Bryson.
God, of course you like Bryson.
I'm rocking with Bubba Watson.
Oh, pump fake. He had a man wide open.
He's still open.
That is a nice pass
Singleton,
right there.
If he could have stayed on his feet, was probably gone, but it's about a 20-yard completion.
Pickabogs. Washburn Pickabogs.
Yeah, Grant Brenneman, if you were watching, good luck on your golf season.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's a hold in by the.
Big time hold.
They didn't even need it because
That Jaden
Jaden Medina was too strong.
Blew
and
that
fought
play
off the
up.
hole. Just getting hold in the back. Shingleton looks a little.
That would be
roughed up.
a huge loss for Haven, obviously.
He's been dealing with cramps the entire game. I'm wondering if that's just a little residual effect of.
That's a fun word there,
Getting hit.
Jackson. Residual.
That's what
I
that
got
ACT score
Got
did.
an extensive vocabulary, man.
Handoff up the middle. Schmidt, who stopped after about a gain of 2, brings up 3rd and 8.
There's that inside zone they love so much.
Haven's got about 8 minutes left. They need to get a score up in about 2 minutes for them to really make this a ball game.
Definitely have to get at least one onside kick. Possibly
Lucas
more
is
than that.
falling asleep as we speak here. Roper goes the outside,
Gets drilled by about 3 swathers.
Yeah.
Maybe
runs
4.
about 40 yards for 3.
Brings up about
4th and
4, 3.
2, they say. Not
Oh.
sure that was an accurate spot.
Yeah, geez, they keep moving.
They hand it
Up
off.
the middle, and he is stuffed in
He's
the backfield.
not going to get it.
Will not.
But again, Josiah Corda totally off the play, wrestling with another guy.
See where the spot is.
Hayden Hartung getting into that backfield.
Wow. First down.
What?
First down. Looked like he was stopped back in the backfield, but maybe just got enough to get that first down there.
Going with some up-tempo offense now.
Oh, that's false start.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't snap that
Looked
ball
like
yet.
number...
No, the refs are
They're
going
going
to
to
call
call
timeout.
it
The chain gang was not.
clock had not started yet.
If that play would have counted, it would have been a false start, number 50.
False start, the entire offensive line.
Everybody but the center.
Everybody but the center. Well, you know that video, the center was a guy that played for K-State? So, I mean,
It's cool.
such a great video.
It's fine.
What's that sound?
Darby Roper.
Roper manages
with
to
a
evade a
block.
tackle. Ooh, that was some helmet-to-helmet contact.
Or number 73 is. Is that Hayden Hartung again?
I'm gonna guess that's Hayden Hartung.
73 Hayden Hartung.
Might need to be taken by Nate. He did pick up about a 4-yard gain on that play. Making
Rover
it
has been
2nd and
taking
6.
some big hits
35.
today. He's doing well to stay in there.
Roper's been getting roped. Pass
Goes
left.
out the screen and got a lot of loft on
Oh,
it.
wow.
That would have been
And
nice
Will
if he
Height,
stayed up.
Nick,
He did.
Nick Height just
Was that Jake Proctor?
down
Yeah,
again.
Jake Proctor was about to absolutely lay into that
Walk him
kid,
back.
and he just said, "Nah, I'm good."
Coach Bowerly has been really good about giving his two-way players a good amount of rest. The Swathers do have a good amount of depth on the outside skill positions this
Third and
year.
a long 8 here for the Wildcats.
So probably the biggest play of the game up to this point.
Roper in the pistol, stack twins out left and twins out right.
What the heck is going on with the students actually?
I don't know. Takes the snap. He's looking left.
Has some
Now
pressure,
he's
flushes him
running.
out to the
Oh,
right.
couple
Looks
moves,
like
and
he's going to get
sacked.
sacked.
Who's the first one in that play? Was that Hayden Hartung again?
And there it is. Swathers using their small frames to get around that big kind of clunky O-line of the Wildcats.
4th and 11 from the 38.
Got to go for it.
Wildcats cannot punt here. Wow. All the Swathers have to do is prevent them from getting to the down mark.
Pretty much wrap this one up after that.
Yep. Time
Yeah, with only 5
continuing
minutes
to run
left.
down. I don't know what the Wildcats are doing here.
Trying to make sure they get the right
I guess
play.
if they don't get this converted, it doesn't matter. But at this point, they're running out of time. Down
just look at-
22.
He's probably just going to throw it up to Shingleton anyways. Yeah, he's rolling that way. And he... Oh!
Had him for a second.
Gets,
Nice snag.
Gets
That's gonna be a
across.
first
That will
down.
be a 4th down conversion.
There's
20-yard
that
pass.
ability of Roper to get outside the pocket and just create something out of nothing.
Nice couple of juke moves there to get rid of the defensive line.
The clock stops as the chain moves. The Wildcats have 4 minutes and 35 seconds left. Get it. That's going to be a false start.
And there's the everybody but the center right there.
That was everybody.
Or at
but
least the left side of the line.
Well, everybody had gone. Yeah, everybody over here had gone except for the center.
That really kills the momentum after a 4th down conversion, going 5 yards back.
And again, if they are to get into that situation, they only have 1 timeout remaining. So if you're Heston, you can just ground and pound it
And as
from
the
the clock
clock
out.
runs, it's looking
Still running.
less and less like the Wildcats are going to be able to make this into a ball game.
I'm surprised they really haven't taken that many shots downfield. Like through all this, they've still been sticking to those short pass plays. He's got a man downfield and he dumps it off short again.
Seems Roper is more comfortable rolling out than he is standing in the pocket. And it makes it hard for them to get the whole field open for a long vertical pass.
That's why they've run that flood play about 6 or 7 times now.
Yeah.
Might look for that flood play again, actually, here on 2nd and long.
Now we got trips right. Shingleton one-on-one with Jaden Medina on the outside.
There's no help up top for Medina.
I think flood and then an out.
They're going to play
Yeah,
action
he runs
pass
that
out of
flood.
it. He's back. That's
And
gonna
that
be
is picked
picked
off.
By Jake Proctor.
Gets his interception back.
Proctor playing a very solid 4th quarter right now.
After a shaky start, Proctor really has put it together and played a nice game for the Swathers in relief of Ryan Ida.
Gives the Swathers fans some hope after either goes down with what looks to be, could be a pretty serious injury. We hope not, but
I don't see him anymore.
he might be on. He might be sitting down on the.
Things on the back.
I can't see over there.
Well, with 3 minutes and 21 seconds to go, the Swathers have 1st and 10 on their own 8. Haven really needs a quick 3 and out here to have a shot at getting this ball game back in.
Either way, 1 minute and 20 seconds is going to run off that clock.
You get a 1st down here. It's. I mean,
Tyrone-
it's already pretty much sealed. but-
Tyrone Taylor, the running back.
in the backfield. Almost get an offsides penalty on the Wild.
Should be. Looks like they'll be running it right. They got a bunch of trips over here.
Or hit him with the counter, go back left. Kind of the
Tyrone
counter to
puts
the
his
right,
head
actually.
down.
And still gets a solid 2 yards. Second and 7 now for the Swathers on the 11, I guess. Looks like it's on the 10. But
They're going to let the clock run down.
is it still 40-second play clock?
I think we're gonna do Colton Diller probably.
Colton Diller, yes, sir.
And if not him, then Brady. And if not him, then Ben.
Or Jay.
Brady around the edge again. Cuts
Hopefully he
up
stays in
inside. That's a
bounds.
face
He
mask.
runs into a blocker.
I thought I saw a face mask grab from here. 1 yard on the play, brings up about 3rd and 6.
At this point, the Swathers don't really care if they get a 1st down here. They're trying to take that time off the clock and end this game.
Does this microphone come out of here so we can interview him, or?
We're gonna. I guess we're just gonna have to talk to him probably. Oh, an
Tyrone
interesting
out of the
decision to
backfield. He was
pass
open.
out here. They're
Oh,
going to run the
screen
little
pass.
screen draw to Ben Bollinger,
Oh, and he's in the
who's
open
breaking
field.
it out. He might be
Going
able to
down the
outrun the
sideline.
Wildcats defender.
Wow.
Ends
Little
up,
reminiscent of that play against Clearwater last year.
that was
Oh, yeah.
true. Bowerly special, the little empty back wide receiver draw screen play thing.
Oh yeah, the Beverly Classic.
Yeah. Good 30-yard pass there on 3rd and 6.
Unfortunately, Ben Bollinger was pushed out of bounds, so the clock is stopped, or is that just because of the chain?
Yeah, just because of chains. Keep running. So Swathers should now be able to run the clock out with ease.
I think they need 1 first down.
I think that probably put him over 100 receiving yards this game, I would guess.
Yep.
I drafted him for our fantasy football.
Brady's.
Andrew, you need to come on sometime.
Now we got Colton Diller again.
Colton
around the
Diller
edge.
will not have the
tough.
positive
He just
yards.
lost his interview right there.
That there wins.
Not a lot of blocking there for Colton to work with. Had about a 1-on-4 on the outside. There was really nowhere for him to go.
Shingleton looks a little shaken up afterwards, headed to the sideline, limped off the field.
If you're Haven, might as well just pull them so they don't get injured for next week.
He's obviously their best wide receiver out there. I mean,
Best wide receiver and probably their top corner. There's his safety.
definitely.
Pretty sure he's a
I don't
linebacker,
think
actually.
Roper's out there either, is he? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Shingleton's a linebacker.
And they're just
Jake
going to take a
Crawford will
knee, and I think they have to take 1 more.
Obviously feels good to be able to finish the first game in the victory formation.
Does, especially after losing your starting quarterback at halftime and going in only up 8 with them getting the ball. That's a great quality win for the Swathers. Putting up 14 in
And
the
that
second
will
half.
be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The final score is 34-12 in favor of the Swathers. Next week, Heston will be playing Hillsborough at Hobbs Stadium.
Stay tuned for our player interview with Colton Diller.
The student section, unfortunately, has started the I Believe chant a little bit
With
too
literally
late.
2 seconds left in the game, so little questionable decision making
We might
there.
have to, one of us might have to lead the student section instead of commentating next game.
Player of the game, honestly, for me, would definitely be Brady Cox. I mean, both sides of the football, he was very active.
Yeah.
He has at least 200 yards from scrimmage, probably more. I mean, he played a pretty perfect game other than the muff punt, but
Yeah, a
still able to
couple
recover.
nice plays on offense and a couple of really hard hits on defense.
Love to see it.
We'll see how soon we can get Colton Diller on the interview, Mike, for y'all.
Otherwise, Haven's still trying to figure out how to run that spread offense and trying to become a football school. Can you mute us for now? Can you mute us for now?
Yeah, you're good.
We good? All right. So Colton, how was that first game for you?
Oh man, it was the best thing that ever happened to me in my life, dude. It was amazing. I loved it. Every moment of it.
Any emotions going through your head as you took your first touch of the year for a touchdown?
I can't even really remember it happening. Honestly, I didn't even know it happened. I felt like it was a practice or something. It was crazy.
How do you think the team played together to get that victory? You think you guys played well together? You guys think you meshed good?
Oh yeah, we did great. We had some adversity there after the first half, and I think we did great to bounce back and we showed some fight, and we did a really good job.
So how was the bounce back after Ryan went down with the injury in the second quarter?
Jake stepped up huge. He was player of the game by far. He had no idea. Obviously, he was going to have to go in to play second string and play to start quarterback, and so it was amazing. It was just great to see that he could really play, and he did a great job.
Any final comments?
Go Swathers.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for watching. That's it for us.
Catch you guys next week. Yeah, Slaughter Sports Network.